commanders.
Alright, well, let me do the
Oh.
intros. In the bottom left, playing as Vesper in the blue, we have Mastro. Up against, in the red, in the top right hand side, Zeronix playing Vesper. So we got the Vesper mirror again.
What a surprise! Oh my god.
Yeah, no Vesper
Where's the
bans this time.
commander? I never saw that before.
Who could have predicted that commander combination?
I mean, someone could have banned her.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. I guess they both love Vesper.
But yeah, taking a quick look at the bans, it was Sedge and Tenry from Mastro and Greenfinger Twins from Zero.
Wow, very different bands. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense that the Twins would get banned, because this is a map where the Twins can definitely do some stuff.
Oh, there's some annoying cheese, I think.
I'm not sure about that. The barracks with the knights is like all the way across the map from the HQ.
I mean, it would take like a few turns, absolutely. So
Okay.
it's like much harder to do than on like Denrunaway, but I think it's possible.
Is it just me or is Zero's opening a little bit like Saikoya's, but they didn't bring the thief down?
Thief still reaches, don't worry. Also, that opening is bad. I don't know why he would copy my opening.
Alright, and now I'm caught up to real time, so what are we looking at
Awesome.
here?
That's
So
what I said,
Saikoya's
yeah.
right, the thief does reach that village. So if Maestro goes for it, Zero can pull a Saikoya and totally use the thief to bring it in.
But I think he's gonna use it on the corner, right?
Yeah, I think that's better because like the corner race is like so hard to dislodge.
Also, if you want to do my stuff, you have to have a sword near the village to cap it as well, so you can heal.
What's
That's
Mastro
true.
doing? He's sacrificing a mage hit to finish off a swordsman with Vesper, and that mage is like on a road, and it will take a counter from a sword. So they prioritize Groove over anything else right now.
I
Seems.
really like that in the Vesper mirror. It also puts Vesper in a great situation to start knocking villages early. But why the Hyper Dragon build miss?
And they skip a build, so they just want to like rush this, I guess.
I guess this
I
is going to
mean,
be the opportunity for them to get a dragon for the first time in a while.
If they don't get a dragon this turn, they won't get it next turn either because of the steal. So it makes sense, and like we saw in like previously in the set, first dragon got a good position every game, so yeah. Also, dragon here is an option to like knock down the corner village, which is usually like it can be annoying, but with a dragon, you want a dragon as Vesper anyways, so you might as well get it early.
So strange to me. Like I wouldn't like just let a mage be hit by a sword this early.
Well, if you don't heal it, you don't lose money, right?
I guess, yeah, but like, I don't know. It's a bit strange. They probably know what they're doing though. I won't judge.
Oh, it's
Well, I
very...
mean,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, I mean, in the past games, like Groove Lead was pretty important as well, so I guess they're just playing off of the past games.
That
The
makes
Zero
sense, yeah.
will have like decaps on the sides, I have to say.
Yeah, he'll have like one decap, and the other one will have like 8% by the time he can decap, so that's gonna be like 2 hits.
Or he can just hit with a sword or something.
Yeah, that works too.
I was just going to
It's
say,
also
it's
worth
unfortunate that knight doesn't quite cover that sword.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
it
be a
would
nice
be a
choose to
very
hit.
different story if it
Yes.
did.
Sorry,
Just
Sneaky,
one
you were
high-
saying something?
No, just it's important to remember that this is going to put Maestro 2 swords ahead, and those swords can be terrors on this map for decapping villages early on. Like they could just do a sideways push or annoy you, or block the HQ from like a sudden rush.
It will, but like it will also put Maestro in front with 2 groove charges. Like 50%. And that's huge.
Yep, but it does like looking at the econ.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's still the opening, so
yeah, I
you
guess
would
it's
like
like way too
you would
early.
like to look. You would have to look at the graphs to tell who's ahead, I think.
75% groove. This is so
Yeah.
scary.
I
Super
think this
early.
is like, I don't think this is that big of a deal because Vesper getting grooved too early is something that can happen, and then you can't use it because you don't have the army.
I guess that makes sense too. So like you can't have too much of a good thing. And that dragon is not very scary when it's in the corner like that.
I really, really love the mage play. I love getting the early groove and killing the swords. I just don't like the dragon build, and that's coming from me. I think you have to have that thief, or you just fall behind. You need the early knight, or you fall behind. Maestro's army is just going to be so delayed.
It's true that Mastro's army is just like the dragon, and then
It's
Vesper,
just swordsman.
and then it's like only swords.
There's nothing else. It's on a swordsman, one crippled mage with like one leg missing, and the dragon in the corner.
I think the mage still offers some options though. Like you could heal the mage and Vesper, and that would allow Vesper to do some cool full health plays.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, but like if you mage heal, you kind of fall behind on army value even more than you already are.
I think a huge problem is that right now Zero has 2 knights and Master has 0. And on this map you need knight spam. Like
yeah,
you can't
once the knights are in position, like Mastro's gonna fall behind
yeah,
quite a bit.
it's impossible to fight on this map without knights of your own. That's what I learned against Shu in our first match. Like you just have to, or you're like done for on this map at least.
There
And
is
he-
one. Sorry, go ahead.
And like now he gets like a dog, even though there's knights on the place. I'm not sure. So yeah, what's up?
I prefer dogs as P2 because usually, like, the commanders actually don't do the same thing on this map, and with dogs, it's like a bit better. Is he saving up for a second dragon or something, or does he want a golem? Because I think these are kind of bad options.
He can get either. He has so much money now.
But like he did. Oh wait, did he have the money for a knight?
It
Oh,
would
no,
have
he
caused
did.
another
Yeah,
build miss.
He would have
Yeah,
had to miss
650.
another build. So
Yeah, so Zero just like does the normal thing where he's just going to harass the left side.
yeah, you can send the knights to the center to cover both the village on the left and like Vesper.
Yeah. And like those 2 knights just going to like take down everything on the right side.
I mean,
It's a
and on the
weird
left,
decision
you know.
from Zero moving the knight mid like that.
It's
'Cause it
to
means-
target the village on the left as well.
Oh yeah, oh that's a great position. That messed me up in our match against Zero. Because it was like way too deep in my territory. And I had nothing to counter it. So that's a great position for a knight. And it's extremely like intimidating, I say.
But
It's
it
like what are they
poses
gonna
a
like,
risk.
yeah? What risk?
Because, well, the dragon's gonna take the 8 village now, and then you can see either the mage, probably the mage, is gonna swoop up and capture it, and there's not
You
really
need-
anything in
you
range
need,
to stop
like
that.
Mage, Vesper, and the dragon if you want to take that village. It's not on a road.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, it might be dragon hits, Vesper finishes, and mage captures.
Something like that.
Yeah,
but
but
then
there's,
you
like,
only
so
have
much-
low
so
health
much damage.
villages around Vesper, and then
Yeah.
that might be a weakness as well. But well, we'll see.
I think it would be a 2-turn. You have the mage hit first or the dragon hit first. Someone takes the hit on that. The other one
Maybe-
decaps it, and then
maybe-
Vesper goes village 7.
Actually, no. Hitting with Vesper and then hitting again doesn't actually make you get groove faster. If you decap this turn, you'll have groove.
I guess the question is, do you really need groove that quickly? Because you could like hit with Vesper, heal with the mage and Vesper, and then knock it down with the dragon. And then you capture it 1 turn later, but you use like a sword to do that. And like Master has so much money now that they could like build a
Well,
golem
I
if they
mean-
wanted to.
It's not like the dragon is getting slowed down by moving there, right? Because it's going
Yeah, it's
the
max
full
movement.
move.
Although it will still be on the side. I don't know. No, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. But like, the low health is, or like the lack of max health, I'd say, is messing up Maestro. Because that mage can capture, but like at 20% health, even a dog can decapture.
It depends if Mastro wants to fight on the left or the right. I'd prefer Maestro fight on the right for them because they could keep that early groove pressure HQ threat alive, and that will force Zeronix, since they don't have that many swords, to keep more powerful units stuck in front of the HQ.
Yeah,
But the
that's,
defensive golem, it
yeah.
looks like Maestro's pulling left.
Golem is like a build for in a few turns, and I mean, if Zero can get a lot done in like the 2 turns before the golem really becomes a problem, then it's gonna be good for him, I guess. Mastro's still not gonna heal that mage. Okay, looks like he wants to conserve HP on the dragon.
Yeah, because it doesn't really matter if Vesper sits at like 80% because the mage always has the option to heal both of them.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Like right now, the mage captures, right? But like that's gonna be so easy to decapture, even in like 5 turns.
Also, this is the village I think you don't want to capture when the opponent has a thief, because
Oh
it, like,
yeah.
it reaches in like 2 turns from the hideout, and then it's super easy to bring it back.
I walked into that. That's a problem very familiar to me. So yeah.
Maestro is playing like they can hold the right side. They need to get an army and put it over there.
While this mage buy on the bottom is good, if he bought a sword instead, even if Zeronix decaptures 2 villages this turn, they could buy a second golem next turn.
I think they're gonna get a dragon here, right?
Yeah, so I guess it makes sense. But if they won't, then have a wasted mage. But you have to be ready.
Hmm.
Yeah, and next turn the thief gets to deposit the gold, and that's, yeah, good.
And that's cool.
That's very cool. At least for Zeronix, not very much for Mastro.
Yeah, but Astro's ahead by like 400 income right now and has been ahead for quite some time.
Oh, yeah.
He's been a bit ahead. I mean, in Econ has been going back and forth, actually.
Maestro was ahead in the super beginning, then lost it for a few turns, then sort of took it again, but Zero's about to flip it back.
Yeah, also there was a thief steal from Zero in the opening, so we also have to count that.
I just realized I can give you all the charts for the income. I'm going to do that right now.
I just wish Maestro did the exact same thing, but went like double knight instead of that dragon.
But then you don't really have a plan to decap the corner village, right?
Well, wagon thief and then double knight on the next turn.
Zero can decap 2 villages in 1 turn now. And even capture the other one, I think. Like knight decaps that one to the right of Vesper, and then the sword or mage caps it, and then the sword. Oh, so they won't do that.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so 3 villages. That's even better. Although one gets left uncaptured this way.
Well, he's gonna bring the other knight, so
Oh,
the
boy.
golem won't reach next turn, right? No,
Yeah, it won't.
which means you can't like trap the knight with swords. Would be pretty bad regardless.
I think he can bring that extra sword forward with the wagon as well.
I mean, yeah, because like you're not gonna build much from that barracks anyways, so the wagon doesn't have to like carry anything.
There's going to be a bit of a numbers game on the left-hand side because that's a lot of swords.
Oh yeah, this reminds me of like Space Front. Like they love their swordsman.
No, but Space Front wasn't like just swordsmen. It's just that like at the end of the opening, somehow they have all the swords at the perfect spots, and then
Oh yeah.
you're like, oh,
That too.
how did that happen? We did the same opening.
Yeah, like it's very mysterious the way Space Front does his swordsman movement. Okay, but like just for the record, we are all rooting for Maestro here, right? Because if Zero wins, it's over. No more commentary. That's the way to say it, right?
I mean, it's looking a little scary for Zero right now. on the HQ side, because well, I mean, supposedly it should be easy to defend with, because like there's only a dragon and Vesper that can hit the HQ. So like right now, Mastro has the groove. He doesn't have many units to use it with, and he starts
Yeah.
making knights now.
And now
You
he gets the
can
knights.
do something like throw smoke down with Vesper next to the stronghold, and then the dragon flies up and hits it, and that will guarantee kill the strongholds.
No.
I mean,
I
if you
think
can like
Barrett's
guarantee like
including
a
the
knight hit.
commander.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to have Vesper step next to the HQ without attacking as well, and that's
Yeah.
like
Well,
not sure.
you would throw
like,
groove down while you did that.
Yeah, but like you just have to have one unit there to prevent that from happening, basically.
But I guess that's kind of the game plan.
Okay, so fun fact, that swordsman got a max roll on the knight.
Oof.
Oh,
22.
That's awesome.
That's the max roll possible.
Yeah, I was wondering if Mastro was going to go for the swords or the knights, because you could totally just alpha strike a bunch of swords here, or you could terrorize some knights.
I guess they're terrorizing the knights.
mm,
And
I'm
that's like a
not
good
sure
choice.
about this from Mastro because the golem isn't gonna reach where they're fighting next turn, which means like Zero will have a very strong punish that won't be answered next turn, except by like swords. But you know, the swords are practically killing themselves on the knights, anyways.
Like, Maestro doesn't have to complete the attack on the knight in a place Vesper can hit. Maestro could, like, send one sword to the right of the sixth sword, take it out, and then just shift the other swords under the knight, start to move Vesper and the dragon in, move the golem, and consolidate for, like, 2 turns in the future.
Yeah, but then throwing away a sword, even if it max rolls on a knight, isn't like the best, right? Because your punish next turn isn't gonna be in place for whatever kills the sword.
I guess you could like put Vesper all the way on the left and the dragon too. Well, there's like 2 mages, so you have to like play around.
Yeah, dragon can go like next to the village, basically, like
Yeah, that could be.
left of it.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice, but like the forest messes up Vesper's movement though. 1, 2, 3, 4. So,
Vesper will have groove next turn, no matter what happens.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, so at least that means that Zero won't be able to dive the HQ.
I mean, don't think he wants to with that golem over there.
Yeah, so that should secure it. 'Cause
Like even
Yeah,
that
sure
sword
enough.
in the forest, like could be punished. That's a night crit tile, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of things that can get killed over on this left-hand side right now.
yeah, I think Mastro needs reinforcements on the left and quickly, because 2 knights and a commander and a dragon coming up.
Maestro has to be a little careful where they put Vesper.
Yeah, if they put them 4 blocks on the left, I think they could die.
Well, they'll have groove, so
Yeah, I
maybe
guess,
not.
but like, do you really want to use groove to defend yourself?
I mean, sometimes it's worth.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but like,
No, that road
Probably
tile's
not
safe.
here. Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get hit by a mage and 2 knights. Although 1 knight is like 78% health.
Yeah, it's fine. That's livable.
Yeah, I think that's livable. Yeah, that should be fine, but like,
that's livable, but you don't have a village to heal, so.
yeah. Plus,
Although I guess 40% is okay-ish, and like you already have groove, so you don't need HP that much.
it's gonna be like a 44% next turn.
Like, if
And-
2 knights and a mage go in on Vesper and don't kill, and then Vesper grooves and dragon strikes them, I think you're alright.
Okay, so I think the play here is we're gonna see.
I think Mastro's just gonna step above the village, right?
Maybe?
You
And,
get
like,
you
here
keep
maybe?
the threat on the HQ that way.
Oh yeah, that's a good tile.
You do open yourself up for a night crit though.
Ah, that's fine.
I mean, that's only a 78% night crit, right?
Ooh,
Like,
wait, no, now it's not fine because you drained that village. Yeah,
And-
so Mastro is
and now you
moving
can't even
elsewhere.
heal, and now you can't even threaten the village.
Okay, that's a safe tile.
Okay, that's safe tile, but it no longer threatens the HQ. Hmm. It's a little bit
Hmm,
sad.
yeah, you need one more unit to make an HQ threat here.
Yeah, and
Oh
like,
wait, actually no, you can. You put you hit with the dragon from the bottom. You put the low HP mage below, and then you have Vesper below that. But then you'll only have one side next turn, so it doesn't actually work. Never mind.
I think at this
Yeah, I would
point,
have liked to seen the Vesper above the village.
yeah, but like, yeah, they should have waited with the mage healing.
Just tank the night crit to the face. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fine.
honestly, it's fine with like 78% night.
Well, I mean, you can't really punish the knights except by using grooves, and then you only kill one with the dragon.
Yeah, so that's actually
yeah,
not good.
not super good.
That actually sucks. Now that I think about it,
Whose idea was this again?
I don't know who to blame. I think
Well,
it
I
was
guess
Nicky.
no matter what happens here, Zero has to defend their stronghold on multiple sides.
No.
They
'Cause-
don't.
No. Because Mastro can only get one side plus groove, and then like Zero will be able to put stuff in front the next turn, because Mastro can't occupy the spaces, which means like the dragon hitting twice doesn't kill the HQ basically.
I mean, right now Maestro needs a knight of his own on the right side where the mage is to threaten a crit on the HQ. Because you need threats here, even if it won't work. You need it.
Okay, we're seeing stuff starting to get cleared.
Hmm.
And Zero's thief gets back, so Zero can buy a golem next turn. By this turn, actually, and the sword.
Ooh, that's a good point.
So now they have equal army, basically.
Ooh, not sure about
Hmm.
that Vesper placement.
I guess she gets groove because of
I
that
guess
this
it's
turn?
fine.
Yeah, she gets groove, so
Oh,
that's
and the
okay.
wagon's in position to allow
Wait,
the escape.
Can
But,
you,
like,
can you,
it-
can you
it
die
kind of-
there?
No, I don't think you can die.
I don't think you
The
can
dragon
die, but
doesn't
I would
reach
love...
because of the flagstone.
You can do like a suicide of the heal swordsman, golem, dog. No,
Nah.
doesn't kill.
Nothing reaches the top first round as well.
Yeah,
Even if
most
the
rounds
flagstone wasn't there, the dragon doesn't reach.
Oh yeah, fair point. It's 9 tiles away.
So that is threading the needle.
So that looks like a position much worse than it is. And Zero sees these things.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, you can just capture both villages as well with those weak swords.
Or with the mage, maybe.
Yeah, or you could actually heal the sword up as well. Although there's 100 gold and a barracks hasn't been used yet, so
Yeah, that's true.
I do think it is worth blocking at least the front side of the stronghold though with a mage.
Nah, it's fine.
A master just has to defend their stronghold though, because there's 2 knights and a Vesper.
Oh, you could actually bring the dragon down to the left-hand side of the stronghold as well, just so it blocks and threatens at the same time.
Because like if
Yeah.
Mastro goes for a play with like the dragon hitting from the bottom, then next turn you can have the golem on the left and like I don't know, a mage on the right. Or well, the opposite, but yeah. And then Mastro will only have 1 hit. And then he used Groove to like put your HQ at 1%, but then you kill everything. So
And
It's
there's the
fine.
dragon in the middle of the map. That's a tiny bit intimidating.
the classic.
The classic. And there's 2 mages in kind of active. One of them is 50% health, so not good.
I actually just realized there's enough of a threat on the left-hand side that Mastro has to worry about defending their strongholds.
Yeah. Like Mastro got Groove early, but I mean he didn't get it that early. but he did he couldn't use the lead he got. And right now his only his best target would be a knight with the dragon, but that's not enough, I think. Last game we saw Mastro take quite a lead by using Groove to kill 2 knights basically, and that was enough. But I don't think 1 knight is enough, especially when your opponent also has Groove, and we could see stuff like this golem is kind of vulnerable to getting hit by the dragon during a Vesper Groove, kind of as collateral almost.
How
You
would you
send the knights in, and then you hit the dragon if the golem is nearby, basically.
How would you feel about Vesper just going in on the army on Mastro's side and then dropping Vesper Groove on the fight to prevent the counter attack?
It doesn't feel great because there's not enough units in range to attack stuff. You
I'm
would
not sure if
basically
Maestro's a choice.
basically you would hurt you would kill a knight, you would hurt Vesper or kill a few swords, and that's about it. That's not enough for Vesper Groove, I think.
What's the alternative? I mean, Zero is threatening GG right now.
I mean, put a sword in front of your HQ? I don't know. But Mastro's taking his time, which is, is fair enough.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, last game they lost, and in Discord afterwards they said I had half an hour, or they didn't say half an hour, but they had time to think about the last turn that they made.
Where they moved the mage kind of back.
Yeah. Alright, so they're going in.
Aggression.
I think we
how do
might
you
see
protect
Vesper
the
Groove.
dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to, or the dragon is messed up.
Oh, actually, no, wait. You could just put the dog on the flagstone, right?
Cool, but
The
then
dragon
that can be
can kill
cleared,
that.
I think, pretty easily. And
Right.
Yeah. And you can also kill that sword and then get 2 sides.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have attacked here. Even if I groove here, it's a waste of groove, I think.
Maybe Mastro's just thinking he will fall behind if he doesn't groove now. But that's kind of how Vesper becomes not the best commander, is when you force her to use groove or when she's behind. And will this be enough for Mastro to take a lead? I'm not sure.
But
think
Zero's
it's like-
dragon can hit this stronghold of Mastro, and Zeronix has a groove up, and Mastro has no groove if they use it. So that's not good.
I guess you want to keep it in reserve just in case you need to use it defensively.
I think you should, because if you groove here, Zero can just hit the stronghold.
Guess you could have a groove centered on the dog in the forest right now, and have the golem hit the sword, the 70% sword, and then have a sword to the left of the dog right now, and then move the dog somewhere else.
I think it's
And
like the
then-
sunk cost fallacy. There's nothing
Yeah.
Maestro can do to survive or not get further and further behind except this play.
Well, the thing is, Zero just built a golem, which means, and that golem is on the other side of the map, which means that Mastro should have the advantage fighting around his HQ for at least a few turns.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed smoke, because otherwise the golem is dead, the dragon is crippled. Yeah, that's a guaranteed smoke right there.
What's going to happen there is no smoke's going to come out because
And
you've
then
said that.
game is over.
Yeah.
Actually,
man.
you could smoke on the village and have a unit left of the golem, and the dragon doesn't reach the HQ that way. I think that's better, because you also cover the sword on top in the forest. Oh, I'm not sure about that dog. Kinda-
I don't like that.
Strange puppy.
Yeah,
That is easily dislodgeable.
Yeah, there's like a sword. There's a knight crit already lined up on that.
Okay, so what can happen now is Knight hit Sword, hit Dragon, hit Vesper, hit on Stronghold.
Oh, that might be GG.
No, it's alright. It's alright. You just put the smoke.
You have
Around
to
the-
smoke to like cover that sword now.
Actually, this is GG, because what can happen is that sword can die to the knight and sword, then dragon hits, then Vesper goes above the dragon.
No, but like
and then
Mastro is
smokes.
going to have to groove like on the forest tile, I think.
Yeah.
If they
That's fine.
cover that, I think it's fine.
But I mean,
I hope
like
so.
this attack probably wasn't enough for Mastro, and now like there's stuff like the thief is gonna get a steal on the right side. Like you can't really prevent it. There's a golem right next to it.
So let's see.
No, smoke's coming out.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Now
I
this
would
GG.
have had the dog above the sword if you were gonna groove there, though.
I guess, yeah. One extra movement.
Oh, I just realized like if the wagon was like one tile closer, you
Yeah,
could just
can
like put a
drop
unit on.
something behind.
Yeah, and then just smoke, and that would do it actually.
Would it?
Oh,
I
actually
don't know if that
no.
would do it.
No, it would come very close. I guess you would line up a night crit, but no, then Master would like kill
No,
something.
but I think this is a win for Zero. Although I guess like now his window of like before the golem arrives is over, but was like, and he did get some stuff done during that, so I think it's fine.
The problem is that Mastro used Groove, but they are not in the lead. So the Groove didn't have the value of bringing them in the lead. And that's not good.
Well, you have to think about next turn. Like these units will probably get an attack. So I would have liked the knight to position to take the left village, for example, stuff like that.
Hmm. Yeah, at this point you might just want to continue harassing the eco.
That's actually a very scary army to be close to. Like Golem plus Dragon plus Mage, like that.
There's a knight too.
Yeah, but basically distance solves everything. So Zero just has to move back a few squares, like position behind his villages, and then now like Mastro's Groove was not the best, but I don't know.
Wait, who has a better army though? Master has 2 knights, 4 mages, 1 golem, and 1 dragon.
Well, if they fight here, Master has a better army, but Zero basically has to wait for his golem to arrive if he... But he does have Groove, so there's also that.
Oh, Mastro, yeah. Mastro is leading in army value, but Zero is leading in Groove. So,
Also, it's Zero's turn, so...
yeah, and in positioning.
I think
We'll
it's also worth
see.
noting that Zero doesn't even have to wait for the golem to arrive. Like, the right side is very open right now. Thief goes in, Golem goes in, they could just start knocking down villages and force Maestro to have to split.
Yeah, because by the time the golem gets there, the village under that is gonna be like 80%, so the golem can one-shot it, and the thief gets the steal, so that's 2 villages gone in 1 turn, and minus 300 gold.
I mean, I think you'd rather have the golem with the army, because, like, otherwise just build a knight, right?
You'd rather have the golem with the army, but I think it's more a question of what can Zero do right now that's the most value. Putting the golem there and forcing a grooveless Vesper with a bunch of swords to have to either dedicate the dragon to the right or the commander to the right, with Vesper not being able to hit anything, and the stronghold just being open to that threat of doom by Night Dragon Vesper plus wagon shenanigans. I think that's a pretty powerful move with the golem.
The witch.
Yeah, I mean, the golem is gonna get there eventually. He can do stuff on the way, though.
Vesper
uh,
into the wagon.
We could see Zero heal the knight above the 4 HP village in front of the HQ and set
That's
up a crit
very-
that way.
Oh, I like putting Vesper on the mountain because She's
that's
very
really
safe up
village.
there. Like,
It is, but I think that's like too far away.
It's fine. Vesper has groove and you
It's
know
probably fine, yeah.
range.
Yeah, range. So the knight won't threaten now, even the dragon won't threaten now.
It's kind of like, I don't remember who was saying this before, but because the knight crit isn't set up on that left village, Vesper doesn't need to defend it. The only village that could go down is the 4 village, so just put your entire army there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, this is a little bit weird because I feel like it's not that Maestro made a mistake that turn. It's that Maestro made a mistake at the beginning of the game. They had a really good idea with the mage thing. Kill 2 early swords, get Goober Groove. But the dragon corner village thing just I don't like it on this map. I don't think it worked. I did it in one practice game and then never ever did it again because you need those knights coming out. You need the extra gold from the thief.
yeah, because like once you shut down a dragon, it's kind of just shut out for a lot, and it's hard to get value out of it. I mean, we sort of get
Except
value
if
just
you-
now with this
yeah.
smoke, but if your army's just swords and your opponent has a whole bunch of knights and other expensive stuff, then like, the more well-rounded army, like I mean, this is very general advice that isn't always true, but the more well-rounded army generally tends to do better.
Well, I think like Mastro didn't have like the best comp for Vesper Groove as well. Because like he only had a few units that could deal heavy damage in one turn. The knights weren't there yet. Basically means he gets 2 free hits in his groove. Whereas Zero has like he had like multiple knights, he has the dragon, the golem is slowly coming in. The witch being able to like go in the middle of everything and hex is also like a good option. Even though, you know, it's not always the best.
It does have some nice uses on this map in particular because all of this forest and flagstone in the center. Like, there are going to be times when you'll want to push through, and normally you'd be able to just do that, but like you have a sword on a flagstone tile, for example, and like it just can't be killed by a unit that would normally do that.
Yeah, witch is pretty good. It's like it's a luxury unit for Vesper. I think Zero kind of realizes like his army is better suited for Vesper Groove, so he's like, I can get some more luxury units. I think Witch is like that. Archer also serves that purpose of like breaking walls and allowing extra hits when you groove.
I guess Witch is also, it's a very fragile unit because like its counters generally tend to one-shot it, i.e. mages and I guess Ballista. So,
Ballista is a coin flip actually.
oh, well,
95, 105.
Which means if you hex a Ballista, the witch doesn't die.
oh, that's pretty funny actually. Oh,
but if you hex the witch, it definitely dies.
but you can do things like you could throw a witch into like a dragon, let's say, and then Vesper Groove on top of it. I mean, obviously you do other things at the same time, but it's that kind of situation where like, the witch actually, I think the witch actually does go quite well with Vesper.
Yeah. It is like not what you absolutely need, but it's cool to have it.
So Mastro has more knights now than Zero. That's good.
Well, I mean, the knights didn't do much yet.
Yeah, they haven't, but like the threat that's upcoming is gonna be very powerful.
And they're coming on this big conga line, right? So
Yeah. Perfectly symmetrical.
yeah, they're all
I
just
think,
gonna
like, the... Yeah,
cover
sorry?
each other with crits like the whole way.
Yes, that's important. So no knight can be touched in this line. They're just gonna like continue, and yeah, deal with that.
But they're all really far away from that right hand side.
Yeah, I would have liked like the first knight to go to the left. He could have been decapping that village right now, and I don't think Zero would have had units to counter that. He would have been too spread out. Going to the right side doesn't seem right because that's where like there's no way Zero is gonna abandon that place because there's his HQ.
Going right ain't right. think the problem with early dragon here is like the way Maestro used it, because like early dragon works on this map, but if you use it to take up the village, then not only are you denying your own like threat and movement, you're denying the chance for your thief to get that village instead.
It's one of those things that looks like a really good idea. It feels so clever when you find it, and then you do it in a
Yeah.
game, and you're like, "Oh, this doesn't work because of the timing."
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
it's like building your dragon 2 turns later.
Yeah, basically. And if like if you put the dragon in the middle, then the enemy has no mages that early, so it threatens everything. So it's good. But if you put it like there, it's not worth it, because by the time it gets back into the middle, the field is full of mages, and that's all you see.
It reminds me a bit of do you ever get that thing on Gilgamesh where you send your commander to the right or the left hand side of the map to farm Groove, and then you get Groove, but your commander's outside of the fight, they can't really do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
you, just like selective blindness, like you focus so much on one thing, you achieve that, but in the process of achieving that, you lose focus over everything else that might be more important.
That's why you usually send a knight after the side instead of a commander.
Maestro needs to remember that mages are Golem's best friend.
Yeah, they should stay together.
Doesn't look that way. Although the dragon is out of reach of the golem right now. Well, or the opposite, rather.
Okay, so 4 mages. Actually, yeah, 4 mages, yeah. And Zero has only 2. But he does have 1 witch, which
Yeah,
is like
he has a witch.
2 mages, I guess. And he has the groove, and yeah, I think Zero is still a little bit in the lead, thanks to the groove and thanks to the witch now.
I
And
guess
the thief. But
He has to make threats for the with his groove now.
he
yeah,
also
all
he
match-
needs to make this thief play work, because the dragon is currently covering that tile.
You could sword crit it too, so it's a little
Yeah.
awkward.
Yeah, but just the fact Zero has a thief and Master doesn't is a threat in itself, because that means they have to focus on that thief.
Would be kind of funny if we see the dragon going left and right and the mage is following it.
I mean, yeah, that's usually what we see. I think Master just like needs a witch of his own. Like you have to mirror.
I don't think so.
It didn't really help a lot, because like witch is just great in like
I think he
Fight?
has enough mages to like just focus on the golems. Oh,
ooh.
I guess he wants to go for that thief
oh,
play.
he
Yeah.
wants the
Yeah,
thief,
so
yeah.
so now the thief is fine, but the dragon can still kill it, but not the best option.
Well, I mean, if the dragon kills it, it's gonna eat a
Yeah.
mage crit. So
Yeah, so probably don't wanna do that. So yeah, now it's safe, unless no, there's no unless it's safe.
I don't think he's gonna groove this though.
Now of course not.
Maybe he will. It's
Maybe he
looking
will.
like he's moving forward, but that would be not the best groove.
Yeah, like that would be the second mediocre groove in this game.
Maybe I mean I guess maybe he values the thief steal
Yeah,
above.
I think that's a
No,
groove.
this is looking like a
Actually, no.
not groove. Actually,
Yeah, yeah, you don't
he's
have to
just
groove
gonna
that.
position everything to punish.
That's a great wall. Wow.
Oh, we're probably gonna see the wagon moved. Oh no, wait, there's a flagstone tile blocking it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
oh,
wagon
yeah.
is kind of awkward on this map because like if you go behind the flagstone zone, it's super slow. But if you go in the middle, it's super risky.
Okay,
I
so
don't think you want to drop Vesper like next to a road tile. Then there's suicides.
Actually, I think you want to put Vesper on the road tile. I think that's a little bit more safe.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, just in case, no suicides that way. Yeah.
I mean, if we were placing bets on how Zeronix loses, that would be my bet.
My bet is he's going to be destroying Mastro, and then he loses by overextension. We've seen that before.
I think right now it's like still okay for Mastro. He has some stuff he can do. And like it takes quite a while on this map before like the person with the lead reaches a point where the opponent can't do anything anymore. Like you saw in my game against MVAKM, I was behind for like about 30 turns, and the game wasn't over yet. So you know,
Yeah.
being
So
behind isn't like the end on this map.
oh, of course, I was just joking.
uh,
Yeah, this is super not groovy, just a perfect wall. And
well,
Zero is the type who
Vesper
would
already
like.
moved, so
Yeah, I guess I didn't even see that.
I'm really curious what this wagon's gonna do.
go pick up something on the barracks.
I
I'd
mean,
say.
no, it's got a sword in it though.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Oh,
well.
that's a tiny bit aggressive, but I think it's fine.
It's like you want to hit the wagon, step on the road.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, Zero gets a free attack next turn with no repercussion because like Vesper grooves up.
Yeah. So even if Mastro attacks into this, Mastro wins anyway.
I mean, I don't think Zero would need to groove to like counterattack this, to be honest.
Yeah, but I
Even
guess
that, actually.
that's the bonus, right? Is like I can do a full counter attack on you with my whole army, and then the army can't be counterattacked. So Zero can
I
just kind
guess-
of bully at this point.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, but here, like, you can't really like. The thing is, Mastro doesn't have that many units that actually fight well because he has maybe too many mages. I'd say. So like you can probably kill everything in one counterattack, and then you don't need groove if everything's dead.
I still think Maestro needs a witch because that denies Zero's witch from damaging the dragon if they put it next to the dragon.
Yeah, and I mean, like we were saying earlier, Hex is just very strong on this map in general.
Yeah, I'm just gonna witch him this turn. Like you can get like a witch and like a spear and like a dog. You're fine.
Yeah, I think Zero is gonna do like a large sweep and then come back towards the HQ at the end of it. So Mastro probably has to get ready for that. Right now he can't fight, so he needs to like get units that can defend in like 1 or 2 turns.
Now Zero started doing the late game night chaos. On the right, they will just like chain crit the villages and take down Master's eco. Because that knight is perfectly lined up.
Yeah, you go to the right and then you crit the bottom and then
Yeah, exactly. Like at that point,
Oh, no.
if you don't stop that, it's over. So that has to be stopped by Maestro.
Or alternatively, Meister needs to do it themselves on the left.
Yeah, but they can't because like the knights aren't in position. That's awkward. Like the golem can do it, but like it's not chained. I guess the golem. I prefer a knight on the left, not a golem. Because they can like one hit villages, even at full health, if they crit.
I mean, the thing is, like, a golem isn't like the best unit to eco harass because it's so expensive. Like this golem,
Yeah.
killing villages means he's not a part of the army.
Yeah, that too. Well, that mage looks a bit dead, unless they cover it.
Probably gonna have Vesper stand right there, I think.
Yeah, like maybe like one
I
tile
love
down.
that dragon positioning.
Yeah, it's very good. Barely out of reach of the witch and the mage. Mages, I would say. I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It just blocks the mountainous valley there.
Yeah, the mountain is like so useful for a defense that I love it. Whoever made the map, bravo.
Well, I mean, once a golem gets on there, you don't love it.
Yeah, if he gets on it, then you're screwed. Or you put Vesper on it. Not right now, of course, but like you could. If you do it right
This
now,
is
you're
legit
dead.
my favorite map of the tourney.
Oh,
Great map.
This is the map this is like my second worst map in the tourney.
Oh, we're gonna have to put out the the feedback form after this.
Oh yeah, when I say it's my worst map, I mean I suck at it. I don't mean it's a bad map.
Oh, remember to specify that on the feedback. But
Oh. Oh. Saikoya puts a bad feedback.
Map is terrible. I lost.
Yes.
FTA.
Map sucks. Killed me. It lost me the tournament. We do have to say that time is about to get into the game too. 'Cause, like,
yeah,
it's half time for
Yeah.
Mastro.
I was thinking like Mastro has to start getting some more late game units than knights. So he
Yeah.
goes for a spear. Spear
Yeah.
balloon.
Just mirrors like Zeronix. You should. Spears are, I mean, not spears, but yeah, spears too and balloons are very useful here. 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
Like he
But,
has
well,
enough knights as is.
6.
if you look at game 2 of the set, balloons are incredibly useful.
Oh, I love balloons.
Well, I'm not gonna disagree with that.
And of course, Psycho, I love balloons too. But Zero is winning on time.
By 7 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
and it's their turn 11, so they are player 2. So they're only winning on time if they play faster this turn.
If only Zero had two god less. Oh,
Maybe that's the real second turn advantage, though, is that like the other person has to use time before you do.
what are you doing? Are you gonna groove here?
Right. Yeah, he's just gonna go after the villages. Go. I don't care.
I don't think he
about
cares
your-
about the swordsman.
I don't care about your
Maestro's only
dragon.
15% groove. Ooh.
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh,
he
it
can't-
started.
He can't
it
farm
started.
groove because Zero is like pressuring super hard.
Yeah, and
Like the dragon, like the golem could just move forward at this point.
yeah, and that could just hit Vesper or something. Although that would hurt.
Yeah,
Like-
you would have to drop a mage heal on yourself after. I mean, maybe that's the
Yeah.
play.
I guess it could be. But like the night crit chains have started. It's over. At that point, you lose the game.
Well, he has balloon pike to stop the next one, but
Yeah, but like, oh,
like this is the
So
the
painful.
spiral of eco going away.
yeah. On this map, it's like perfectly set up.
Yeah, although the golem on the left-hand side could do a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, that could actually take down. Okay, so you have to like choose here, right? Like on the left side, you either take down the 80% village, guaranteed, and then Zero Sword recaptures it, or take down the 71% and capture with your own swordsman, and then it's a coin flip if you can take down the next one.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to do coin flip and decisions. Which is not
I
surprising.
like that 60% sword just following the army. Like,
Yeah, just in case.
You wanna go in, Vesper? Don't worry.
Just in case they could suicide.
There is actually, like,
That witch could actually die.
there are fewer things
Uh.
scarier than, like, a low health sword. Or a bunch of low health swords.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, that witch could actually die, but do you really want to commit?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That would be a
Although if-
big commitment to kill a mage.
It
Or
would
not a
be.
mage, to kill a witch
Yeah,
even.
witch. Although the dragon is now the
Yeah.
dragon is far away enough for it to not counter you if you do that.
Oh, so that dragon is solo protecting the left-hand sides.
Yeah. So that's why you need the mage with the golem. You need the mage with the golem. For stuff like this and to heal it.
I think the mage covers next turn if the golem goes for the village, right? Like, hang on.
Only if it goes for the
1, 2,
6th
3,
health one.
4, 5. No, it also covers the other one if the golem hits from the bottom.
Let's see.
Not
1,
really.
2,
If
3,
the dragon
4,
hits
5.
from the left side, it doesn't.
What? No, and we're talking about the 70% village right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
so-
mage actually does cover if it hits from below.
Oh, it does, yeah, but then the sword can't capture it.
Well, the sword, I mean,
The sword can't capture anyway because there's a 0 swords in the way.
All
you
right.
can use a knight to decap the 60% one for Mastro. This harpy is like, okay, you're not starting. your
Oh wow, that was a blunder on
Oh, I didn't
Zero's
even
part.
see that. Oh wow,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
a
see that.
classic.
Yeah, classic. Like seeing a mage diagonally 5 times is very hard.
I've done that like 5 times on this map.
Yeah, this happens, right? Like I've done this like twice. I let my dragon be hit twice in a row by a 0. I was like, oh my god, what the hell am I doing? And that was a good roll too. 89%. Wow.
Oof.
And that means now the golem doesn't give damage with the dragon. It can just, just go in.
Yeah, you can just do its
Well,
thing.
And now the knight is chained
Does
up.
mean
to
there's
the
like
village.
less mages on the field though.
This is a huge blunder because now the left side is owned by Maestro. Because they
Yep.
can like chain creep the village, they can capture it, they can kill that, they can do that, yeah.
Oh,
Damn,
it takes
that's-
out the sword.
That makes
you-
sense because the sword was preventing the steal, so
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
and
it
the
was
knight can
standing
crit the
over
8 health
there.
village next turn, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's amazing position right now for Maestro. I would love to be in this position.
yeah, all Zero
Well,
can
keep
really
in
do is
mind-
like try to punish by killing the mage.
Hmm.
Like
I mean,
remember,
you
Maestro's
killed the
still on the back
mage.
foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kill the mage. You still have groove. If you go through the center, like with Zero's army, you can kind of cut off the golem and the knight from retreating, which would be pretty good.
Neo. Now there's 2 golems.
I'm a bit worried that Mastro's mage count is gonna go down bit by bit, though. There's quite a few air units on Zero's side.
I mean, 2 of those mages are just like in the corner chilling. In the in the right corner. And only 1, or like I guess 2, is doing work on the left.
Well, I mean, one's gonna die, so...
Yeah. So it's like a joint operation right now of mages.
Actually, this harpy is now much more valuable after that dragon blunder.
Yeah. And that's funny, right? Like a mistake can make something more valuable.
Maybe this is like the galaxy brain play, right?
They have to be careful not to get surrounded though in this position. Maestro.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's really dangerous.
Yeah, that's a bit risky. If they don't put the sword below Vesper, they dead.
Hmm. Or the
they're fine.
dragon.
They
Yeah,
are
the
fine. Yeah,
dragon.
that's even better. Although actually that's worse because the dragon wants to be in the middle. I'd say.
Yeah. Zero could like go through the center right now and
Yeah, just put everything in the center and the left
like
side.
attack the HQ, and then if that fails, you can cut off the golem and the knight.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, that might be just what Maestro wants. Because Maestro has a golem coming in, which would be timed perfectly to defend the HQ. Multiple knights there. The advanced golem can retreat without cost because Zero's not taking bottom right anymore. And Vesper can now start hitting villages to charge Maestro's second groove.
Yeah, but it's like in your game versus Shu on this map, basically. Because Zero has groove, his pressure is like so much bigger onto HQs and stuff.
Me? I'm so honored!
I only heard half of what you said, but it was still cute.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, your mic cut out quite a bit there.
Yeah, it wasn't built to handle that pitch.
That mage can just get hit by a sword for free.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, mage? No. Dog and sword does equal to mage, right?
No,
think
dog
so.
is a bit more, right?
No, it's actually
Oh,
equal,
it's
yeah.
the same. Huh.
Oh, okay. But the counter attack is different though. Like mage does more to sword actually than dog. Yeah, that's a dead mage.
That's one dead mage. I think the other mage in the bottom right is going to take some damage.
And Zero doesn't even have to like heal the dragon. They can just buy a second one.
Yeah, buy a second dragon and
Yeah.
use this one for like
Blocking.
Vesper group
Yeah.
pressure.
And
Oh,
then
actually, you
next
could just
turn.
it could chip at the golem. That would be really useful because the golem couldn't take. Oh,
that's
he's going to
true.
go for the heal.
But they're like, nah.
Oh, yeah.
Just throw out everything we said out the
I
window.
think a second dragon would have been better than healing right there.
Yeah, because
think so
like
too.
the low health dragon chips the golem, and the golem can't take villages down anymore.
It was at
Exactly.
11% too, so Master can't just buy a witch to kill it.
Oh, that's so funny, actually.
Although now the order is like reversed, because like now they can get the dragon next turn. Because then the thief is
Yeah,
there.
the
Oh,
thief
yeah,
will
thief will
arrive.
come back.
Although, I guess
Actually,
they
they
captured
can't,
that
because-
village.
They can't, because then they have to skip a build still. Because it's
Hmm.
1426. You need 1450.
If they cap that village in front of their army and Vesper doesn't decap one, they can
Then
get
it works,
one.
yeah. So yeah, so like these tiny details are like extremely decisive.
I always love how on point Zeronix's transport is. Like, wagon drops thief onto mountain so it can walk to hideout in range of pike that can get into wagon.
Well, the wagon could have been on the bottom of the mountain. It would have been better, I'm just saying.
You're
Zero
right.
always does this. Like he just puts the witch in the center.
I mean, it's a nice position. It's out of reach of the mages, which is, you know, important. We just
Yeah.
Zero's learned their lesson from the
Yeah,
previous turn.
last turn. But like it's still strange because like they don't do this with dragons. They only do this with witches. No other air units unless they block. Like I guess they just want to threaten hex everywhere because they feel that's very powerful. So I guess that's something to like learn from.
It's dragon denial. If you put
Yeah,
your
that
witch
too.
in the center, the dragon can't go anywhere.
Yeah, and now they're just putting. They're gonna destroy the stronghold in 2 turns.
I mean, it's either going to be the stronghold. There's a lot of Mastro's army up in the top left. You could, like, cut that off and kill it.
Yeah, that too, and a bunch of villages too.
And usually center is very dangerous because there's a lot of road and terrain and stuff. But if you can grab it just like that, then go for it.
Yeah, so at least one village has to be decapped by Zeronix, or they can get the second dragon without having to skip.
I think Master's gonna farm some groove on that village though.
Yeah, definitely, but that's still only 45% group, and that's so low.
Is
Although
that
Master
safe?
might need to. I think it is.
That
Like
looks totally safe to me.
nothing really reaches. And
Yeah.
like the witch can't even surround. That's like
That's
very safe.
true. I was thinking more the knight would surround.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what the setup is, right? Like, if
I mean,
Vesper goes in without units, like, surrounding her, then you could drop smoke, potentially.
Yeah, like but you only need like a sword below Vesper to like not die.
That is true.
Like there would be some RNG things you could do if the wagon was closer, where you could like drop Vesper for a sword crit onto a sword plus witch hex, but then it's still like you still don't have anything for the right side. So
you could like decap 2 villages in 1 turn now, safely too.
There's also a chance Maestro's gonna try to move in range of their balloon.
But I mean, at this point of the game, like there's a witch, there's a dragon, there's a golem. Your commander is more of a liability in big army fights than an actual strain. Although, a commander is really useful for like blocking for your HQ.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe
Something
he
very,
actually
very
needs to
interesting.
do that.
So the lower the health of a suicide unit, the more powerful. Because that means if you need it higher health, you can just mage heal it, but you can't decrease its health on purpose unless you know, hit a village.
Unless you're Caesar.
Yeah, exactly. So like lower health is more powerful because that is the option to suicide into units too, not just commanders. So 61 is worse than like 21 sword.
Well, I mean, at some point you do have a limited amount of mages, so
Yeah. So like, as long as they have like at least like 2-3 mages, which is like what you should have at this point, I think it's fine.
wait, are
That's
you
like
saying
60%.
2 or 3 mages? You always have 5 or 6.
Oh, I do. Yeah, but I just love mages. Don't mind me. I just love them. They all do at least 65% to most units, so you know.
Yeah, I guess
Mages are really good.
Sedge main, you know.
Not Sedge main. I am Sedge. What are you talking about?
Well, that's not exclusive. I don't think.
Yeah, you would think Sedge would be a Sedge main.
Of course.
Totally not a
Man.
Wolfar main.
No, I'm not a wolf for main. What are you talking about? Absolutely not. Not like I only used wolf for the whole tournament.
I just want to take a quick look. I'll bring it up on screen just now quickly. We got the income chart, and they're very even over the past like 4 turns.
Yeah,
Actually, 5
I
turns.
mean, yeah, there was a thief still in there, but yeah, very even. There was also a dragon blunder, so maybe that evens out.
It's been a very close game. Like, I do feel like Mastro's been a little bit behind, but I think that
Well-
one dragon blunder I think is kept it pretty even.
I mean, I think Zero has had like the pressure and the momentum, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Mastro's that far behind in like material and stuff like that. Which is, I mean, I think a lot of people in ranked don't actually realize that is that even if you have momentum, it doesn't mean that you're winning.
It just usually seems to lead to that conclusion.
I mean, it also means that, you know, people with momentum go into a bad fight and then die. That happens a lot.
I've never done that several times.
It's like all the people I say, oh yeah, they would be good if they had more patience. That's basically what I'm saying. Mastro did not actually decap, so we could see a second dragon.
Oh yeah, that's actually no, they did decap something because they only
Oh
have
right,
1,100
never
gold.
mind.
But what did they decap?
They
On the
decapped on the
left.
left side with the goal.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
It was really risky too, because that golem could have moved to intercept the Vesper push, but it didn't.
It instead eco-harassed 1.2
I
dozen
think
gold for 100.
you just send the harpy to hit the sword, right? The mage can't afford to trade itself at this point.
Because that sword is more than 100 gold, because it can also like be a capture unit. So that's
But-
more value than it suggests.
Funnily enough, the mage and the witch can go like almost next to the HQ on the right side, pretty safely.
Oh, I really dislike the position of Maestro. I hate it right now because they are stuck in the corner and Zeronix can just decap everything in the middle now. It looks very bad for him, I think.
I think the clock is my biggest concern for Maestro. Zero has a 14-minute lead. They
Yeah,
take their
that-
turn. It's probably maybe like an 11-minute lead.
I think
I
the
think they'll
game
need a
will
little
get
bit more time than that.
yeah.
This is
The
going to
game
be a
will-
pretty complex turn.
Yeah, they can definitely take a bunch of villages though. And that will put them 15, actually no. Oh, Maestro is in the lead. Okay, so that will just equalize. Okay, so it's
The
not as
knight
bad as
on
I
the
thought.
right is just gonna heal, and then it threatens to resume its like knight crit chains.
And now they can get the second golem if they want. Which they should, because there's 2 columns on Mastro's side.
Oh, and to think Zero could have a second dragon right now.
Yeah, see, they do this all the time. That's what I'm saying. They just move the witch first and then use that for like the base of the whole pyramid.
Although the witch is kind of surrounded by flagstones, so
Oh yeah.
it is
And-
susceptible to getting stuck.
Oh yeah, of course. And they lost the coin flip, with the golem.
11% on a golem is not something you wanna see.
Yeah, because it's like just not low enough to heal with like a mage, but it's like low enough to not one shot a bunch of stuff. So it's super like bothersome.
Also makes it way easier to kill it.
Oh yeah.
Like gold wise, it's like you just lost a dog.
Yeah, I guess like tempo wise though, you just throw a mage heal on it and it's fine.
Yeah, it's like it's not a big deal, but you hate to see it, basically.
Yep. I think a bunch
For
of players
mage
like play based on symmetry instead of like actual good moves. Like they just want their armor to look nice. Sometimes.
Whoa, that dragon position is safe. That's terrifying if you're
And that's
Mastro.
terrifying that how
what
that's
I
safe.
was saying.
Yeah, that's actually terrifying, wow. So no
I
surround
would-
anymore.
I think I would like Vesper to go next to that sword above the village, so that there's no like you have a free sword crit to decap if Master goes for an obscure option of like trying to get them stuck.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't like this position of Maestro. Like Zero can just do this, and the worst part is that Zero doesn't even have to like smoke. They can just hold it. So next turn I can smoke, and then it's like terrible.
I think the mage has got to trade itself for that balloon.
Yeah, they have to move in here, even if it's like a bad move, because otherwise the golem hits the HQ, the dragon hits the HQ, and then smoke. It's GG.
Or he's just gonna kill everything in front of the HQ and then smoke.
Yes, that's what I
and
did
then
before.
and then like you still have to give away units because you can't counterattack. So
Exactly. So this is terrible.
Oh, that's a scary position. Not for Zero, but for a commander to be in, like it's in range of just walking up to the stronghold.
Yeah, this is super dead. So the only thing they must focus on right now is to defend the HQ. If they don't, they die.
Yeah, and that, even if Mastro succeeds in defending the HQ, I don't think they can do enough damage to Zero's army to prevent a big counterattack this turn. And then you just
Normal
drop
Mastro
smoke.
lose.
So it's like, you either defend your strongholds and then take a huge loss in army value, or you don't defend your stronghold and you die, and that's really scary.
I don't think Mastro has any options to like go for Zero's HQ as well. They're too far away.
Yes. And there's like spears guarding it, so this is terrifying. Yeah, like that's why I said like you in that position, it's kind of over.
And I don't and like you can't really hope for a commander lethal because Zero is going to smoke next turn. So
Yeah.
very
Mastro-
unlikely you get a lethal there.
If there's like a smoke for Master, it will be fine. But like 25%, if you'll not get a second smoke this game, it's over. And I don't
This
want
is
to.
unfortunately
I
one of
don't
those
want-
situations.
Yeah.
And I think, actually, even if Mastro defends this perfectly, the time difference is going to be huge. Because you're going to need to really think about how to do this turn.
Hmm.
It's just like overwhelming your opponent with options.
Yeah, Master is already in a bad position, and then they're going to have to make something happen to not lose that will put them further behind. And meanwhile, Zero is in the lead.
I don't want it to end. It was so fun.
Give us more games.
Yes, don't end it, please. Instead of just suicide yourself, and then you can have more games to commentate.
It's funny, actually. I'm looking at the stats right now, and like, army value wise, they're pretty close. Like, income wise, they're pretty close. It's just Zero has like 5 more units than their opponent.
And that position and groove.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, 5 more units is like
Okay, they're attacking. Good. They have.
it's like 2 air units and a thief, so it's actually not like the differential came from fighting is actually 3 unit count.
Yeah, but I guess if you force like your opponent to throw a mage into your balloon and you can kill it easily, then it kind of serves the purpose of a combat unit in that situation.
Oh, second dragon.
Yeah, this is basically fishing for lethal.
Yeah. But Zero won't expose one. Although it did happen before.
I think more than that, the dragon's the only thing you could build that'll reach the fight in time.
Yeah, that too.
Witch could hex, I guess.
Yeah, they're lacking a witch. They need a witch in this position.
Yeah, I think witch here, because like it's kind of the desperate. I'm gonna like hex what's in the smoke, but
Ec-
when you do that, usually you're kind of losing.
Because like witch is like 11 movement. Well, 11 range, and dragon is like 9 range. So you will need the witch. But the dragon is, I mean, it's not a bad choice to make a dragon because it could mess with the golem. And Vesper just grooves, okay. I mean, builds groove, not grooves, not yet.
I mean, that's all Vesper can really do in this situation. Is
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you can move left. There's no way.
yeah, you have to like. I guess it's the longer game plan is like you try and get your second groove up and go for victory condition through that.
That's very, very. How do I say it? Hopeful.
Yeah, hopeful.
Yeah, wishful. Yeah, that it's gonna last that long if they don't defend the HQ.
Yeah, but she wasn't gonna reach the front in time to like help with the fight.
Yeah,
So
I guess. Yeah, makes sense. 36% sword. Don't like that.
I think in that position for Mastro, you don't even cap the village, and you hope Zero just caps it in your face, right? So you can get free groove.
Yeah, exactly. You just need groove. You don't need like eco. You need groove.
Well, it's also serves the same bait purpose, because if the sword decaps it, then Vesper can kill the sword for groove.
Oh, what is he doing?
I mean, this is like I have to go in now, or I lose.
That's actually nice because only the golem and the dragon and knight can hit the knight.
It's
And
also
those-
setting up a night crit, but I don't think that's
Yeah,
relevant.
I don't think that's gonna last. That knight crit position. But again, there is Vesper groove, so. Ooh.
yeah, this is the I have to do something and attack. Oh, it's gonna hit the golem. That's actually pretty good value.
That's actually nice.
I mean, everything here is gonna die, but I think that
Yes.
Yeah.
because yeah, like Zero doesn't have to play to end the game right now. You can just kill the army.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like they
Yeah,
forced him to make a bad move.
Basically, Zero is gonna kill stuff and not use groove, and then you're in the same situation but with less units. And that's gonna be awkward.
It's kind of like the last time Zero was pushed to the stronghold. It just forces Maestro to make inefficient plays. And you can do it again and again and again.
Yep.
Zero has like this wave game like play style. Like they wave the whole game around, like left and right, and each wave you lose a little bit, and then you die at the end.
Well, that's only if you don't die early.
Yes, exactly.
Really, I feel like the decisive play happened 10 turns ago.
Try to chip the dragon. But yeah, at least they can move down now.
I mean, they can move through the village to hit the golem, probably.
Yeah, so they need to put a mage to cover their own golem, because that's where the dragon is gonna be.
Yep.
So they need to do that. If they don't, it's ouchie, ouchie.
But I mean, it's probably gonna get covered by something else. Although the dragon reaches that, so.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, well, this is gonna come down to how much damage can Zero do in a single turn.
Oh, a lot. That's the problem.
Yes.
A whole lot. It can kill a dragon. It can kill the golem.
The
it
dragon
can kill the knight.
the dragon can go for the golem on the left, actually.
Yeah, it can do that too. But that
That's
means that the
like way
golem
easier.
yeah, but then the golem on the right is more threatening to Zero. I'll go for the middle golem here, not the left one.
Zero probably rubbing their hands together right now, being like, "Alright, time to get to work."
Yeah. I love like imagining like these images of like what they could be doing. It's literally like yeah. Just this is my turn.
That's such a Zero thing to do, too. I could totally picture it.
Yeah.
Oh, on the right, if you decap with the sword and then the spear kills the sword, then Vesper has to step on the river to get a kill.
Oh yeah, that too. Although you can just recap the village on the left, I think. And now it begins, the massacre. Massacre of 2021.
Right, big hex.
Ooh, yeah,
Ooh,
that's
that's a big hex.
You need hexes. It's such fights need hexes.
Wait. If you were gonna hex anyway, did you have to hit the mage with the dog?
Yeah, the dog was the position of the witch.
Oh.
This is like stuff like you learn with Sedge. Like you need to move in a way that is like 5 turns ahead for the next unit in the future. So it's like you just need to think before you do something, I guess.
Oh, golem crit.
Ooh, 1%.
Ooh.
So that means they got the same roll that Mastro's mage got on Zero's dragon. 89. That's poetic.
Yeah, Golem just
Thank
goes
you.
down to the knight here.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see smoke here. Like, no real reason not to.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you did enough damage.
Yeah, everything dead now. If you don't smoke here, like, when will you smoke? I guess like if you kill
Well,
HQ,
I
you
guess
smoke.
you don't, like, you can win without using smoke from
Oh,
this
yeah,
position.
you
but
still can.
Yeah.
But that would be like the ending. Like, yeah. Sorry, I want to win.
Where do you smoke is the question.
Not in Sac, it's illegal.
Well, you want to smoke the dragon at least.
Smoke and shadow.
And where we're gonna see it? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And they will like put the smoke in the corner of the map just to flex.
They could have. Yeah, I guess. That's good enough smoke, I guess.
Yeah, it's totally
Oh,
fine.
yeah, they're doing that.
Oh, and the thief comes forward to. Oh, actually, potentially go for a surround on Vesper as well as going for the steal.
This is ridiculous, actually.
This is some, like, Denrunaway cheese play. Where you surround the commander with the thief.
Yeah. That's an option. But if Zero wins this, it's the first time in Group of our history that a 3-0 happened.
Yes, actually. Well, we've only recently started doing best of fives, but
Oh yeah, like since Group of 5, I think.
4, I think.
4 we had only best of 3. I don't.
Yeah,
just
4 was
against
best of 3.
Mastro.
Oh,
It was like yeah.
that was
that
a
was a
2-1.
fun match.
You took that one, and then
wow, really?
yes,
Of course he did.
of course. And then it was Shu versus Zero, and then Shu versus Searing Blight. I think I got that order the right way around.
Yep.
I don't want to be in Mastro's place right now. That might be like so crushing. And like, what can Vesper do? Like, anywhere you go, that's not like denying your own movement is death.
The golem's like, oh, I actually almost wish like Zero's golem was weaker because then it threatens like golem suicide into the commander.
Golem suicide is very powerful.
That's such a dumb thing that can be happening.
Yeah, that can happen because like commanders destroy golems, so they do so much counter-attack damage.
It's more
I
that the
think-
crit of the golem is really powerful.
Wait, I think even at like 29%, it's suicides if Vesper is on planes and Golem is on road, I think. Let me check.
All right, so how does Maestro win this?
don't.
There's really like only one option. You get yourself Vesper Groove and play everything else very quickly.
Yeah, like I mean, I guess
Uh,
like you could try and pick off as much of the units outside the smoke right now.
Wow.
If you kill the sword, you can knight crit the knight on the right hand side. You could probably clear up all of those swords and the spears that are like just laying around.
I mean, right now you're either like trying to get Groove to kill like you're either trying to get Groove to get a Groove play, or you're trying to lethal Vesper. I don't think there's any other options.
And you kind of want your knights for that if you're going for that lethal.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
fun fact, 29% is the perfect head to suicide the Golem on Commander. Because the retaliation is 29 to the 37.
Oh wow.
So that's the perfect head actually for suicide if the Golem is on road and CO is on planes.
Okay.
So that's
But actually, I
terrifying.
feel looking at this more, I feel like the smoke would have been better if it was one row of tiles lower. Because now
Yeah,
the
I
knight
think
can potentially go down.
Zero just didn't want to take any risks by having Vesper not in the smoke. There's still
Yeah.
like a few big units that deal damage.
Yeah, actually, there would have been a potential night crit on her, but I don't think anything else would have reached.
There's no
The
smoke
golem.
now though. So Mastro
Yeah.
could come back. Because they have the first smoke next, although time is kind of biting them.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah,
11 minutes left on the clock.
So if they like 25 minutes, they could come back right now. Because they could clear a bunch of army, they could like kill the knight.
Yeah, there's a
They could
lot
do
of
it.
Yes,
army that's going to go
actually,
down here.
your hope is kind of that Zero puts Vesper on the road next turn, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
that would, like,
I
be-
mean,
You can
Is it
try
that
to
four
bait
sword?
something like that. Like, oh no, don't kill this sword for Groove.
Okay, so as scary as like it looks, a knight crit and a golem won't kill a commander even with full
Max rolls.
yeah, max throws, yeah. So Zero would have been fine there. Although suicides can happen.
Hmm.
Oh, dogs can turn knights, yeah, let's go.
Once
14%.
again,
And that's actually
Uh,
lower than average roll, but it's still killed.
that knight is gonna die to a spear crit, I think.
Yeah, that's super dead knight though.
Yeah.
It was just so juicy to go for it though. You just have to.
the only reason to trade knight for knight right now is you want Vesper to take the 7 village kit groove.
Yes, you need that.
Yeah.
Because then you're leading groove. So they could win in 10 minutes if they hurry up the next few turns. They could do it.
But
It's
you
just
kind of need
unlikely.
experience to like play fast while low on timer. Like here they're
Yeah,
taking
it's
30
very
seconds
important.
every move, kinda.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wow, that's a max roll by the golem on the spear. 99.
What's
that
with the
is-
RNG this game?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
bugged?
exactly. It might be bugged because like all of these strange rolls, like 99, Doc is Knight, 89 on Mage and Dragon, twice actually.
That remaining mage probably wants to go right. Zero can no longer attack into the left easily.
I'm actually going to bring up the unit count.
You
Wow,
could, like, heal the golem and
Mastro's
then-
brought this back to pretty much even on unit count. That was
I
a
wonder
lot
Well,
of
if
damage.
it is his turn, so we need to be careful about that because like there's stuff that can die pretty easily right there. You could even like trade the dragon for the golem right now if you're Zero, and then now like you heal your golem and yeah.
I
Should be
really want
fine.
Mastro to win. I want him to win. I want more games to commentate. I love this so much.
Yeah, this has been a heck of a game 3. It would be kind of cool. I mean, I assume we're going to go to a small break. Mastro wins this.
Yeah, of course.
This is so close, though.
I just don't want to stop commentating. You guys are great. It's very fun.
Oh, you're great too.
Thank you.
It's only great when Barrett doesn't talk about RNG.
Hey, everybody else is bringing up the high rolls. I'm not mentioning anything.
Yeah, of course. I guess it makes sense. And like when he calls a game bad because there's no archers in the composition.
It's
I
true.
mean,
like,
this is
think
true.
an
There hasn't been a
Archer would have
single
been
archer
pretty-
this whole set.
Yeah,
Archer
exactly.
would have been pretty good for Mastro in
No!
this position.
No, you
Oh.
could have done it. You've been fine.
I'm not sure
Oh.
if fine is the right word.
Actually,
'cause
maybe you wouldn't have
you
been
only have
fine.
one mage, so the dragon can surround, and then you have the wagon
Yeah,
feet to
actually,
surround
yeah,
as well.
that's
so...
the better move actually.
Oh, I wonder what this dragon's aiming for.
Maybe the HQ, maybe the corner village. Again.
Right.
Okay, so Mastro kind of surrounded Zeronix's army in a way. So they have to fight left and right, and they
Well,
have less.
they can choose to fight only one side and move out of range of the other.
Oh yes, and that's very zero. Just picks up the dog next turn.
Ooh, 7 minutes left for Mastro.
Oh yeah, that's the one problem with this
That's-
whole thing. If this would be perfect game state if he had like equal time.
Yeah, or even just 10 more minutes. He's like really far behind now.
He's like 20 minutes behind.
20 minutes behind.
Yeah,
Zero
and
doesn't
Zero,
have to be optimal anymore.
yeah, Zero just knows exactly what he wants to do. Like everything was positioned.
Yeah, you all know that one person who takes forever in every turn when you're playing board games. So like, when it's your turn, you play instantly.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, that is a thing. Like, if you take longer on your turns, it gives your opponent time to think about what they're gonna do.
We could see like this golem go in to hit the mage actually.
Yes, that would hurt and that would kill. Actually, let me check if that would kill. It wouldn't kill. No.
No, it'll kill.
Not in 27.
73,
Maybe with a
76. No, 73, 76. That's super not dead. That's strange. I thought that would kill though.
Well, the difference between 30% and 40% on a golem is like massive.
Okay, so you need 40% to guarantee kill a mage. Wow, because 39 is like 99 mirror.
The
Ooh.
dragon doesn't just go in and yoink it now.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah. Ooh, maybe you can kill Vesper. Maybe. You could
Oh,
because
next to a road in night crit range. Night crit
Night
range.
Crit, Golem, and
Oh.
Dragon Reach. Oh, Night Crit, Golem, and Dragon Reach.
Well, I mean, if the witch goes next to Vesper, that's like
No, yeah.
one free side blocking.
Yeah. What are you?
And you could have the
Dog can
wagon.
finish off that spear.
No offense to Zero, but I want him to lose. I want more games. Okay, yeah, I think it's totally fine because they can just kill the dragon and put the witch next.
Yeah, you can't
So-
really kill the mage without
So-
giving up too much damage.
Yeah, it's
So
not.
this is looking like not lethal.
Damn. Oh no.
Yeah, everything's wall in here.
He's just like teasing us, like putting him in night crit range, dragon range, golem range, and then just blocks. We're like, nope. Sorry.
I was actually hoping that this would end with Zero standing on road but under smoke, just to be like, haha.
It might. Although-
Actually, reminds me when I knew it was gonna make Barrett mad, so I basically used Wargroove, then did every move on the other side of the map, and then I moved that sword.
just to make people like theorize, like, what will that sword do?
I wonder if we can see the wagon. Yeah, sword and wagon's gonna block on the left or on the right even, so that dragon can't actually reach the thief anymore.
Vesper can flux around it though. Kind of. Like they can't really
Dragon
escape.
can reach the thief. You just need Vesper to kill the sword. What could go wrong?
Yeah, that's a
Exactly.
totally safe play that isn't next to a golem that can suicide into Vesper.
Yes.
No, actually, the golem can suicide from planes now.
Yeah, and now it can because
With
24%.
attack damage.
Yeah.
It took like 5% from that
Ama-
mage.
5% on 24% hit? What?
You
That's max
actually you
odds.
have to kill Vesper. Oh, actually, there's a night
You
crit,
have to yeah, you have to kill Vesper.
but there is a night
That's
crit
what-
and a dragon and a golem that can suicide. Alright, golem goes down though.
Yeah, why not kill that with Vesper though? What will Vesper do?
Vesper gonna
will
go
run
for the
away.
sword.
Vesper is gonna kill the sword. No, it just gonna like hit the wagon.
I think you just run away with Vesper at this point.
But then Zero catches up in groove charge.
That's true, actually.
Yeah. You might die, but you know, you can't let them get groove first.
No, I think
Ooh.
Mastro is just
I would've
like
had the
moving
mage do
units
that.
because he
That-
has
that is
six
dead golem.
minutes left. Yeah, we're entering low timer moves from Mastro,
Yes.
which is not the best.
That's my mistake. Like I play too fast, so I make shitty moves. I play too fast. I need to slow down. Yeah, and just escapes with Vesper, of course.
Yeah, and you don't want to be running away when you're low on time. I guess like the play here is hope that the dragon and the golem kills Zero's Vesper.
Well, Golem
Yeah.
is probably gonna die though.
He is speeding up a lot. Wow.
Well, I mean he's got half the army size that he did a couple turns ago.
He has to make sure he can buy a golem next turn because it's gonna die, and Zero has a golem, so they have to equalize. But this is just like back and forth. This won't win him the game. This will just keep it even until he dies on time.
Under the forest. Put it under the Oh, actually, that's not safe. 2 tiles under the forest. No, that doesn't work. I don't know where to put this dragon.
I would put it.
Perfect.
I could hit the wagon with the dragon. Oh, that's good too.
Is it though?
Oh, I forgot about the witch.
This Flagstone though.
You could like
Those units were built in the
nice.
opposite place.
you could like hex and then knight and then kill the sword, dragon the dog, witch the dragon.
I mean, Vesper could kill the sword on river, right? That's fine.
Oh right.
I think that's the best choice here. Because then the
Then we
dragon
get a
can kill the
thing.
dog.
Because then we get game 4.
I would love a game 4. I want a game 4.
I think Golem probably goes down here.
Yeah, I'm thinking the golem goes down.
I'm in awe that it's perfectly even. Like 32 units on both sides and 1.1 thousand income on both sides. That's insane.
Although actually, do you go for the Golem? Do you just like smash this bottom right position?
I think you just ignore Golem. Or you just mage crit it once and that's it.
Alright, well the thief is gonna get out for sure.
Yeah, it walks back. And that's the third steal in this game?
Actually, when you move a unit next to a transport like that, you have to be careful not to play too fast and load it accidentally.
Oh yes, yeah. That happens.
Also, fun fact: if you click on a transport with Tenry, when you have Groove, you don't have the option to load it into the transport. Well, wait, no.
What?
It's like there's something weird like that when you have Tenry Groove up with transports, and it's really
Yeah, there's like a few
you
bugs
have
like
to
that.
know it or you'll blunder.
Ooh, that's a big hex. That's like pretty much all of Mastro's army.
Yes, and I hope Vesper kills the sword. 'Cause then I think it can die.
Well,
Vesper's gonna kill the knight.
So
Please
Vesper's
kill
gonna
the sword.
stand right
Please.
there.
Please kill the sword from the flagstone. Please do
he's
it.
gonna kill the knight from the road. Is that what you want?
Yes, that's even better actually. Please do it.
Oh, the balloon can't die because the mage is actually it can maybe because the mage is at
No,
92%.
you need that for suicide.
Alright, yeah, knight goes down to the spear crit. Oh, if the dog dies, the mage can go in and kill the balloon.
I think Zero will actually kill the sword now. Because it looks safe, but it's not.
Yeah, and then you use the dragon
Oh.
to hit Vesper maybe.
Oh, it goes for the dog. That makes sense.
Mage kills balloon, I guess.
Yeah, mage kills balloon. That covers the right hand side too.
Okay, so you have
And
Dog
dragon just
suicide.
hits
No, that's a
Vesper.
flagstone. You can suicide from flagstone.
Oh,
No.
mage just hits the mage.
Yes, suicide unit.
What?
Suicide unit. Suicide unit. Hell yeah, it survived. That's a suicide unit right there.
It is.
But now the dragon's gonna hit Vesper from the mountain. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Dragon guards the right side.
I think
What?
just hitting from the mountain is better because it
Yeah, it
this
denies the
damage.
mountain.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, the
No.
golem is surrounded, sorta.
I mean,
Only
okay,
for
so
that.
okay, wait. I think that this could be possible. This is possible. I feel like.
Nah.
Okay, so you
The
heal.
dragon doesn't even reach because of the flagstone.
This is why I was saying last
Yeah.
turn the mage had to be built on the right side. Then it could
Oh,
heal
actually, it
Vesper in
does
this
reach
case.
on the right.
I mean, the dragon can hit from the right and Vesper can hit from the left. And then you can like do a mage suicide. Oh no.
Mastro, yeah, they're just gonna try and duke it out army versus army, but they're just slowly falling behind.
Yep.
Okay.
And now that Zero's Witch can hit Mastro's Witch. No, it can't.
Yeah, there's just such a big army value leads. Like 2,300. Harpy goes down. Okay, that's gonna make a bit of a difference, but
4 minutes left.
oh, Golem hits a mage and it only sets up. Oh, that's a mage crit counter attack though. That's a big deal.
Oh, that's a big deal. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
It's a bait. It's a bait.
He's fishing. He's fishing now. He's fishing now. Witch, Knight that covers everything.
Yeah.
Dragon Commander
That
and
witch
and Mage.
is please let me lethal you.
Yes, please.
I
And now it's
mean-
even again. Wow.
If you're zero though, you just like ignore it and kill the stuff on the left hand side.
I mean, sure. Right now we just move 4 tiles back with the commander and then just kill everything else.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's
That's
the stupid
totally
play.
not what I do.
Like that's so painful to do though, because like you forcibly give up your most powerful unit.
It's
so hard to
fine. Like Zero can just like put Vesper in a forest. Surely, no way
Yeah,
he
exactly.
dies in there.
Please
right?
kill the dog from the forest. Please do it. Come on. You want Groove, don't you want Groove? Come on.
Everyone wants Groove.
Exactly.
What are you fighting?
That's another big hex.
Wait. Hmm.
Yeah, it's the golem.
Please kill the golem from below. Please do it.
Oh, that gets that mage.
No.
That's a big deal.
not the mage. You need the mage for heals.
Golem on 17%.
I-
Suicide percent.
I so hope. Please kill the dog. Please kill the dog.
No, Golem can't suicide.
Come
them.
on, Zero. You
Hit
know
the
you
dog.
want to.
You need Groove, don't you? You need Groove to win the game, right?
Alright, dog's gonna die to the spears. Yeah.
Oh, he's just gonna move back. Don't move back.
Yeah, and then Knight's gonna go over and yeah, decap that village. And that's gonna be a
Yeah,
pretty good position for Zero. And even stuff like the wagons bringing forward the like reinforcements. This wagon has been MVP, honestly.
Yeah, it has been like so much value. Blocking and transporting. That's what you want the French bread to be.
Yeah. And that's what, the third Thief Steal?
I hope Zero forgets to move Vesper.
It just ends turn.
Please enter.
Yeah, you would
If
die.
they did, I don't know if it'd be kill.
No.
Nah, there's a
No,
sword
don't
suicide
actually
and a
die.
dog and
No, he did the shooting.
Well, Vesper didn't have that many good safe targets, so
It's super over. The dragon can be killed. Oh,
Zero's threatening HQ lethal right now.
yeah, that too.
oh
This is
yeah, there's a
ridiculous.
lot of things targeting that stronghold.
You got Night Crit, Night Hit, Dragon Strike.
Better
3 sides.
You have 4 minutes left to change the rules to best of 6.
That
Quickly
doesn't-
hurry.
Zero would still win in it. Oh no, that would be a draw actually.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
no rule changes. I think,
Damn.
but this is a hell of a set, honestly.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just super fun.
And a hell of a
there's-
game 3. This is so close. Like I do agree that I think Mastro is a bit behind, but it was still really close. It could have gone either way.
Yeah, it's very close at least. So like very.
Yeah, if this was a ranked game, I would have gone like, yeah, this is anybody's game, but it's not a ranked game, so you know people aren't gonna blunder
Yeah, sadly.
because of a lack of patience.
Yeah, no one's gonna put like a dragon right in front of a mage. Or...
Yeah, exactly. That wouldn't happen. I just hope Maestro won't die by overextension. At least they should time out, not die.
Wait, Zero doesn't like he doesn't have a mage right now.
Oh yeah, no mage.
There's a witch
Oh,
though.
yeah. Okay, no, okay, he's fine.
Yeah, so the dragon can't just go in for free. Like it'll eat a witch hit if it does.
Well, it can't because of the terrain.
In 2 minutes, can he take that to the HQ? 2 minutes.
So the fastest you can move a unit is about 2 or 3 seconds. Given the size of the army, we are at the point where if Maestro wants any hope of winning, they have to make 2 to 3 second unit movements.
And towards the HQ too.
Oh, and Zero just got the thief deposit. Oh,
Yes,
that's so much
nothing.
money.
Yeah.
Oh, and Zero can just play economy at this point.
Oh no.
It's like
Yeah, you don't have
mean-
enough time to like
but he
play
has
the long
enough
game.
time.
No, Zero does, but Mastro does not have enough time to deal with this kind of counterplay. Where
This is ridiculous. Yeah. Now he can just capture with the mage. So now he can't even like heal.
actually, the funny thing we were talking about, you know how like the night chain is like super effective on the sides.
Yeah.
Like Zero's gonna do it in reverse to his own side.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. That's Zero. The Congo line has turned against you.
Will Vesper enter the wagon and go all the way back there?
Yes, to pick up the thief.
That would be funny. Okay, so Vesper goes in the flexion, I think. Yeah.
So- Oh, he healed the dragon instead of getting a second one again.
Oh,
Yeah, they just don't seem to like second dragon, I guess. Kind of funny how
Okay.
now Zero plays very fast, as if they were losing on time, but they do it because they want to leave no time of their own turn to let Maestro think. So good. They don't have to rush, but they do, so there's no time for Maestro.
yeah. I mean, it's so far out at this point. Like, I'm just gonna bring up the stats again. Yeah, army value is like getting further apart. Income's getting further apart. Unit count. We're actually a really low unit count. Those fights that happened the last few turns have like shrunk both armies, which benefits Mastro to some degree because it means they can like play faster. But it's like 2.5 minutes left on the clock versus like 17.5. So,
Oh.
and all Zero needs to do is just knock villages down.
Mastro can get some groove this turn and have groove. Oh, he's going for it.
Got groove.
Oh, maybe that's gonna change everything.
Maybe he won't die this turn.
Maybe he won't die this turn, yeah.
2 second moves, Maestro. 2 second moves.
If you don't hurry.
Also, Witch Hex is a 4 second because of the animation.
Oh yeah. And groove is like 4 seconds.
Actually, the timer only goes down. It doesn't like go down during the like flashy like groove
It
thing.
doesn't?
It only goes down when Vesper like does the animation to throw
Oh
down.
yeah.
smoke.
Oh, so that means Sedge takes the most time. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as it could be.
Maybe that's why I learned to play so fast to counter the animation.
Yeah, but this is still like over a minute on this turn from Mastro.
Yeah, it's just not good.
Yeah, which means it's like in 2 turns the game is probably over one way or another.
Maybe they
Yeah.
could like surround Maestro. I mean, Zeronix.
I
Strictly
think-
Zeronix is in a
speaking,
balloon escape.
Zero's
like,
army
That's
just
what I feel like.
crushes here. Is like
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. Like, cause so much like there's night crit on like Mastro's night. Like Golem could hit whatever it wants. Like that's spear crit's gonna kill.
Yeah, no, Hex and Mage kills the dragon, so no dragon for Maestro.
Yeah.
No, you could have tried for the max roll first though.
Yeah, would have been funny.
Yeah, no dragon means
No
You can't
comeback
really-
presenter, and no witch means no
yeah, it
lethal.
means no smoke play.
Yeah, so now there's nothing left for Mastro. It's over.
Maybe Vesper will just walk onto the river tile and forget to
Yes.
surround.
I think even at this point though, that isn't
Even-
enough.
Even that wouldn't kill though. Actually, it would definitely kill, but like,
No,
Oh.
like we're just gonna see more army get killed.
yeah, and the spear hits that. Spear gets into wagon, sets up a spear crit on the knight. And yeah, exactly like that, and nothing is left.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's so good.
Yeah, it's over. It's super over. I mean, it has been for a while now, but like
Yeah.
now it's official.
Well, now it's been like Mastro has been playing with like low timer mode, so it's kind of expected for him
Yeah.
to.
Oh, I just realized like the knight, Zero's knight could crit that sword at the top as well.
Yeah.
Zero could just put Vesper in the river just to flex because there's nothing that could happen.
Didn't escape in the balloon. Wow. No ballista either.
Oh, Zero taking this seriously to the very end. I mean, you win like $150 more prize money for winning this match. So if
That's
you were
always
like,
nice.
do you want a meme or do you want $150? I would definitely pick the $150.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't.
Although what's funny is that like when Shu won, he said he doesn't need the money. He just like refused it.
No, you still took the money.
Okay, so he only said that on live stream, then took it anyway.
I mean, you don't need money to still want to take it.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of a slow death. I mean, not so slow for Mastro, but
I
is
wa-
he gonna groove here? I think. Oh,
Probably.
no, just hits.
Or just, I mean, you might just
Just
hit a
to the
bunch of
side.
stuff and then, yeah, this is over.
He should at least mage heal, so
mage
satisfying.
heal.
Yeah, nice. Don't do much, but nice.
I mean, I guess this could be like the final bait. Mages and the night crit is like a lot of damage, so
Yeah, this could be like the final bait. But they don't have enough time to even think about the wait, I think. Like 35 seconds. Ooh, 35 seconds.
it's enough to move most of those units.
It's a nice number too.
Once. That's enough to move those units once.
Yeah, Zero literally just needs to walk Vesper back. And actually could honestly at
kill
this
for
point do
later.
nothing except move Vesper away.
Yes.
I don't think
Let's
Master
be
has enough.
honest.
Yeah, Master doesn't have enough time to finish the game, so rather
You
unfortunate.
have to move Vesper. Zero could have just immediately ended their turn.
Yeah.
Well, if you do that too many times, you lose. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
If they did that
he could have
once
done that
and then made
twice in a
no
row
other
and then-
moves, they would win the game.
okay, I think we're gonna see the surround.
If only they had the dragon still. Maestro.
Imagine if Zero just ends turns twice and then loses that way.
That'd be.
That
Oh,
would
you're
actually
right.
get enforced as well. Like if Zero
I
did
forgot
that.
about that rule.
Oh, I would love that. Like, no offense to Zero, you're awesome, but like, I want more games. I just want more matches.
And yeah, this is like the very advanced wars by web way of winning. Like, oh, you don't want to surrender? I'm gonna take everything over.
There is
Yeah.
actually a win condition in Advanced Wars by Web if you hold enough income on the map.
I don't know. I don't play it.
Oh, okay. They have a rule. I think it's like 2/3 or 3/4. If you hold that much of the income on the map, you just win.
I'm just saying most people would have sent the dragon onto the HQ or Vesper here, not to get a village in the corner.
Yeah.
But Zero is like not taking any chances.
All right. Master has 3 units in the commander.
This is the final match of the tournament.
3 units and a dream.
Yep.
Welcome.
And Maestro just lost.
Yeah, I mean he
I
lost
mean,
like a while ago, but yeah, now it's even more guaranteed. So now Zero just ends turn twice and lose.
Yeah,
That's the-
that's the only way Maestro could win.
That's the only way. That's the last chance.
Zero
Please
could
enter.
move in and use his own smoke and be like, haha.
Strictly speaking, if Zero does literally nothing for 14 minutes and 7 seconds, Zero wins.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Although I don't think Zero's gonna do that. I think.
No, they moved something. Now they won't die.
Yeah, they're just gonna starve all of the income out of the map.
They really don't want to meme at all. They just want to win.
Oh, I forgot the balloon was there.
Yeah, me too. I was like, what?
Like everyone was like when Shu got knocked out, oh, we're gonna have someone who wasn't champion before. It's gonna be somebody new. We kind of forgot about Zero.
Come on, Zero. That's not fun.
Yeah, come on, don't win. That's not fun.
Oh, someone in chat actually, just as we're about to wrap this game up, they're saying Zero is like one of the greatest Advanced Wars players like ever. And yeah, I think that person is coming from the Advanced Wars community and not so much in the Wargroove community. Yeah, Zero's also been one of the best Wargroove players since release.
They should have just like used the thief on the barracks if they really want to flex.
Oh, I don't know if it would have reached in
I
time.
mean, we've kind of already established that he's not gonna meme, so.
Yeah, true. He's not gonna
Now,
meme.
he did get a second thief and wagons. And
Is actually is
maybe
that
that's for the village on the left, right?
He moved the balloon there, like if he's gonna get the thief back. Like
he did?
he
I mean,
plays this as if
he's
there's
just
no
playing
time.
it seriously. Like
as if there's like no time.
he's
I
even
think
got a
it's, like,
second
very-
thief just to go for that. Oh, this is like so optimal. It's like kind of hilarious.
This is the one that
Strictly
makes Zero so
speaking,
powerful.
the most serious thing Zero could have done was tell the admin, I declare that I am not moving for 14 minutes and 7 seconds. Please give me victory. That would be the most serious thing they could have done.
Yeah, well, I guess like winning faster optimally is
10 seconds.
yeah. You get like 10 more
Yeah,
minutes
I
in your
mean, I
day by
think
playing it out like this.
You Sneaky, while you are correct, I think Zero could have just
Oh.
ended their turn because Mastro has
It's
10
over.
seconds left, and that would have been faster than typing it.
Yeah. That is actually a fair point.
Oh, that was such a
Over.
good game 3.
No!
I really enjoyed that.
That was amazing.
Well,
At least it was like a long game.
Yeah,
well,
I
that's the
will
closest
say,
we have from someone with an S winning, I guess.
yeah, Zero with the almost S at the start of their name.
Zero is insane. So now he's gonna like have a different color. So he can like choose a new champion title color.
Oh, this is true. So I do want to say those were 3 really good matches. So even though it was a 3-0, like
Mastro held out
Yeah,
very well.
if you look at game 2 and you say Zeronix 3-0'd, that's pretty surprising.
Yeah, like that could have lost that easily. It was just about that one mage that Mastro moved way too hastily.
yeah, but oh, what a finals! And actually, honestly, what an event! This has been a really good tournament.
Amazing event. I loved it. Every failure is a huge teacher, so I'm fine with losing.
Yes, 3 of us commentators were taught very well.
Yes. And next we are going to continue in Groove War 8 with all this knowledge. And then we're going to overextend again.
I mean, we managed to take Shu out of the tournament for the first time.
Yeah.
In like a
Yeah,
We're
all
just
right,
taking him out.
all right. Next target is 0. Let's go.
Yeah, now we have to take him out together. We took Shu out, so now 0. Let's go.
Maybe this time I'll actually do something.
The commentators have to work together to take down the champions.
All right, I'm just bringing up the charts. Oh wow! If you can bring up the charts on
It
The
probably is,
website.
like ridiculous, like in the end.
yeah, it's like you get to turn 14,
11?
15. Like they're pretty even up until like 14, and then like turn 15, it's just like a downward slope.
Yeah.
But I think that's like when 0 started pressuring, like. Wait, no, that's not.
I think that's just like when they were guaranteed winning and they just kept playing
Yeah.
optimally.
So I'm
But,
looking at the army value for Maestro, and it is the perfect image of a mountain tile.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
The mountain tile lost them the whole tournament.
Yeah, combat unit count and army value average, you could like make tile art out of those. But honestly, just like such a good
I
game.
love this. I love this so much. Amazing. Very well done to all players.
I someone in chat saying Zero, please don't choose a bad emote. Alright.
Yes, and please choose like a nice color. Unless you want to keep your current one.
I
Just don't.
I do want to
Yeah.
say there are a few things for winning, so there's $400 at least. I think some people added to the Matcherino. So that might be a little bit more than 400. Zero walks away with like a nice chunk of money. They get the server emote for the main discords. They get to pick a custom emote.
Very nice. That's awesome.
And the last 3 ones have been pretty cursed,
Congratulations.
so we're gonna.
Well, will we have a
But-
non-cursed emote? What?
I mean,
That's
what
new.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, like,
we say that
right.
Zero might also pick a cursed emote.
he's,
Yeah.
he's just
We'll-
going to
we'll
like,
do-
the
we'll do
launch
a-
of fires.
We'll do an interview with him in a moment.
Oh yes.
I don't know if we're doing a trophy this time around. I think we tried to do it once and it got lost in the mail or something.
Oh wow, that's actually so bad.
But I guess we'll figure that out. Sending stuff internationally right now is a bit of a pain, so
Yeah, it has been before, but
Yeah.
now it's just on pain on steroids.
I guess we're gonna go with just with the money. Zero can buy themselves a trophy if they really want.
So they now get the trophy prize excluded from the main prize.
All right, so I think people are demanding a speech in chat, so we're gonna. I think we can
let's
hop up to this other channel because Zero's on this Discord with us. So
Aljameen.
yeah, all right.
Yeah.
What does...
Okay.
Never mind.
I think Aljameen. So this Discord was founded by Coilies.
Nice.
So I think it was. This is like the Dutch word for general. Or
Ooh, that's just
actually,
nice language.
I can't remember. Actually, was Coilies Dutch? I don't remember. But it's whatever Coilies' native tongue, because they made this Discord. So I think Aljameen is.
That actually sounds like a Korean word. But I'm not exactly, because it's lacking V's.
I'm gonna type loudly 1 second.
Ipsimita, opsimita. This is like the two different like approaches. Get in here. Feel free to join us.
Yeah, I'm really way more polite than Barrett in formal stuff. Right?
He's like, all right, I want tournament, right? Yeah, of course, yeah. I forgot. Hello, Zeronix.
Hey Zeronix,
Hello, hello.
how are you feeling?
Oh, that game felt really good. Very solid fundamentals. Great play on both sides.
Yeah, you played so well. That was super impressive, I must say.
Thank you. I
So
did
you're
kind
now
of
a
want
Vesper
to
main.
test myself in the Vesper mirror, see whether I understand it as well as I think I did.
I guess you do. I guess you absolutely do.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You're better
Playing
than
it 3
Mastro,
times in a
maybe.
row is a good way to test it. So
Yeah,
I mean,
three
I
Vesper
had, yeah, to be fair, I had strats for other maps that did not involve Vesper, but for the 3 maps selected, I was just like, you can just pick Vesper and play the mirror.
I mean, how strong do you feel she is on these 3 maps you played?
Let's see. On Headland, quite strong because it's kind of like twins, except you don't have to commit it so early and risk it not doing anything, and also it can be used for things other
Right.
than cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So I think Vesper is pretty strong on that map. I would put her I think like
Like S rank?
I think she is definitely like the highest out of all the not auto banned COs on Headland.
Oh.
On Shifting Sands, pretty much the same thing. Like, my general strategy for both maps was pretty similar. It was to try to get groove faster, or at least, not super much later than the opponent. And it kind of worked. In the first game, I was able to like trick Mastro in the opening because he thought I was gonna do like the um the regular opening everyone does,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think
Another
I
one.
think I think he got super caught off guard by the early front switch. Yeah,
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 you did the
yeah, that's like a huge
MVAKM
change.
thing.
right. And that just shut down all his early commander pressure, and it shut down all his initiative, and I got to farm group so easily on the left side, escape with a balloon, and do it again on the right side later. So that was really good.
Oh, it was, yeah. It was also to watch too, like very fun games. Like Vesper is like very, it changes the whole game because like you might be in a like a lead, but like one attack without counter can put you in the lead.
Right, right.
And of course surrounds, which have demonstrated on me quite a lot.
Yeah.
Surrounds are
Um,
very dangerous, yeah.
yeah, like the critical turns were the turns where we both had groove up, and there was like potential for a big fight. So in the first game, I got groove first, and I was able to watch for the turn where you had groove, and then take the initiative by just grooving, get a big attack, force him back, and then take control of the whole map, and then charge my second groove super fast, and then defend his groove with my groove. Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed to work. In the last game though, Mastro's plan seemed to be like to get Groove first, but they didn't have an army to use it yet.
Right.
So
That one was kind of I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna be able to get Groove safely that game like the first time. But the way Mastro played it, he didn't get early knights. His golem was super delayed. And yeah, so in the
oh
end I
yeah,
just yeah.
like we discussed like the early nights. Like you need early nights on that map. It's so important, and like the lack of that kind of just made it difficult for him to like get in the lead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, pretty much expected it because there's no other reasonable way to get the corner village. Like when the commander goes center, like what Mastro did, then he will have to and he doesn't go thief wagon, right? So he has to do something else to get that corner village. And I feel Dragon is a pretty good investment for that because it gets two villages really quickly. It accelerates your gameplay a lot. So yeah, I was pretty not surprised to see him do that.
I think if you want to go early dragon, you also just have the option to send 2 swords for that corner village, and that works surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
In the second game, you're kind of the front switch player. You're known for doing some of the craziest front switches, but on Ominous, it's especially hard to do. And
Right.
do you think it was a good decision to front switch early on Ominous?
Okay, so I will say I think my opening play wasn't bad. It was okay, maybe it's not 100% optimal, but I don't think I lost out of the opening in that game. Because like I was able to force out his groove. Um, by my calculation, it wasn't a super valuable groove because yeah, he did get 2 knights, but I killed 2 dogs and 1 sword, decap a village. Um, decap 2 villages actually. So when you work it out, like he basically got 600 gold value for that groove, which I thought was fine. And yeah, so the real problem came later because I got too aggressive capping villages and it just gave him second groove super fast. So I only went for the super aggro HQ option because, well, first because it's possible, and second because I knew I only had that one turn to do it. Because on the next turn, he was at 80%. On the next turn, he's gonna hit something, it's gonna be at full charge, and then if I try to attack the stronghold at that point, he's gonna like cast groove on the stronghold and just win off that, right? So yeah, I thought it was an okay opening. Um, good for one-time surprise value. I'm not sure if like people signs it out and it's like not optimal, I won't be surprised.
Yeah, I think like Mastro, um, he pretty much like his openings were the more optimal. If he was like if he had prepped for what you did, probably he would have come out ahead. But you managed to surprise him like in games 1 and 2.
Yeah, more or less.
How does
And
it
of
feel
course-
winning the championship again?
Oh, yeah, it feels great. I actually haven't won since Groove of War 2, so it feels very nice.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia. And very important, will you keep your current champion title color, the cyan teal, or will you change it?
I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, 'cause-
Honestly, I haven't thought about it then.
Something I didn't like about Chauvining, other than the cursed emotes, is that he kept his name white. And I'm like, come on, man, like, so much opportunity. You could have changed it to like orange, purple, black, white. Like, you know,
That's true.
like, I love colors.
I guess
yeah.
like that goes as the other question. Like, how do what are you gonna do with the prizes this time around? You've got the $400, which actually I think there might be a little bit more than 400 this time, and you've got the emote slot, which I think is the thing everybody's really interested in.
Oh, the emote. Okay, well, I'm going to spend some of it on getting a new profile pic. The current one I have is by Jams, who did great work. But I've had it for like maybe a year now, so I want to change it to something better. Yeah. I'm gonna maybe take my family out to dinner. Yeah, celebrate because I haven't been able to spend much time with them these couple of days, so that'll be nice.
Awesome. That's a really lovely thing to do.
That is amazing. Yeah, I love it. Although, Goose, I think, made like a water art for the tournament, the finals.
Goose?
Which-
Oh, right, yeah.
yeah, that one with the pizza. So you might like that one too.
Yeah, for how much we talk about pizza, we don't actually have a pizza emote in the Wargroove.
Yeah, how the Discord has one by default, but that's like the boring pizza, like
But-
salami.
Yeah,
Like, you need to put
maybe-
more stuff on that.
maybe if Eximo wins, we'll have a pizza emote.
Examo should join a tournament, and so should Barrett, despite his personal code of not joining tournaments he manages.
Oh,
That would be fun.
we need more people running tournaments. Maybe in the future when like if whatever Wargroove is comes out, someone will run a tournament that isn't mine and I can enter that.
Plot twist. Wargroove is like one Wargroove added to the game, and that's it.
Oh,
And it's like a
twins now
second
have a
Mertivo.
third groove.
Oh yeah.
Second
As
most.
useless as
Yes.
water. Let's go.
oh, it's actually like a triplet shows up and it's like, oh, there was a third child all along.
Oh.
I could see it being
Oh,
cool
wow.
with lightning and
The
stuff, but-
long lost evil
Oh,
trip.
that's the long lost relative arc that time he did not want.
And it
Okay.
totally won't be confirmed that Vesper is the mother of the twins and Woofer is the father.
All right, so we have some questions from chat. So one of them was like, how did you feel about that dragon blunder on game 3 when the mage
Oh.
ran up and hit it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of hitting myself in the head for that, but it didn't change much about my game plan, so I was just like, well, that's too bad. Just gonna move on with life. you know.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at this.
We were definitely debating on the commentary about you just buying a second dragon and leaving the other one weak, but I don't know how you would have felt about that.
Oh, let's see. I really wanted to get spears because Mastro didn't have good counters for spears. Like the efficient counter for spears is your own spears, right? And he didn't have any of that, and he had a bunch of knights and basically stuff that wouldn't trade well into spears. So I wanted to set up a strong line of spears and just, be super prickly and annoying for him to deal with.
Okay, well, you say there's no other efficient counter for spears. I disagree, and I want to ask,
Okay.
why were no archers built this set?
Oh, I see. Well, to be honest, like the games kind of went
the
in such a
games
way
were
that we were
suppressed,
both
right?
moving around a bit too much for me to really like settle down for archers. Like I would have gotten archers if it became apparent that Mastro was going to opt for more of a turtling strategy. But in game 1, you saw like a super big front switch by me from the left side to like the bottom side. So I wanted units that could move fast on their own and not have to be transported.
And
And the
archers,
other
yeah.
yeah, and the other thing is Mastro didn't build spears, or not many of them, so I didn't see the point of archers. Just get something else.
Okay, that is a reasonable answer.
So, do you think that was like a game dependent specifically, or is it like Vesper in general, not liking archers?
I wouldn't say Vesper doesn't like archers, but these maps and the way we played the game doesn't lend itself to archers. Like if we had played Gilgamesh and it turned into a super big Star War, I would have gotten archers and
Oh,
and
yeah.
maybe a ballista.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Gilgamesh is like very rangy map, so like you need like a bunch of stuff to hit because there's not enough space.
Right. You just have to like fight the other guy.
Yeah,
mo-
just
yeah.
like a close brawl, like witches and like archers and like ballista even in the late game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Some other questions. So there was definitely some people. I think the link to the stream has been posted in some Advanced Wars communities, and people were coming in from there. Some people there were like cheering for you, and someone's asking, do you feel like your experience at Advanced Wars is giving you like a leg up over the competition in Wargroove?
It's hard to separate what comes from Advanced Wars and what comes from Wargroove. I would say in general, playing tactics-based games like Advanced Wars, Wargroove, Fire Emblem, and other related games has made me a better tactics games player. If you're asking me about like specifically the differences between Advanced Wars and Wargroove, I would say that Advanced Wars requires a more long-term mindset. Like you have to be playing the long game compared to Wargroove. And in Wargroove, you can sometimes just win in like one turn, right? Like off a lethal, or you get a decisive advantage or surround or something like that. Whereas in Advanced Wars, there's kind of no such thing. You just have to grind your opponent down. Usually games can be decided in Advanced Wars off like one village difference, which is unthinkable in Wargroove. Or one city difference in Advanced Wars. Yeah. So I would say that having the mindset of like being patient, playing the long game, and making principled moves does help me in Wargroove because I was able to apply that in both of these games, which turned out to be very long, drawn out matches. Yeah, and that might have been harder to get if I was just coming from it from a pure Wargroove perspective.
Okay.
So like a light leg up, like a light edge.
Yeah, could say that.
Okay.
Someone's asking for like insights into map and banning.
In the map ban phase, let's see. Well, I mostly was fine playing 5 out of the 6 maps this rotation. So I just didn't want to play Denrunaway because I felt like I would not be in control. I would not be in control of the game if I played that map.
This
So you don't
map
like
is
yeah.
that?
chaos. It's
You don't like
pure
that map, yeah?
chaos every time.
Oh no, it's a great map, isn't it though? I love it.
I mean, if I had to learn it, I would, and I'll do what I had to do. But since we have the option to ban maps, I just decided for the whole tournament, I'm not going to bother learning that map. I'm just going to ban it every time, and it worked.
Fair enough. I mean, that's how I looked at like in Memoriam and such. I practiced nothing on that map, so I just kept banning it. But now I practice this. So next tournament it won't work, just so you guys know.
Oh, okay,
Right,
sure.
right.
Yeah.
I totally had a plan for all the maps.
Oh, well,
Actually, how did you feel about the map pool in general this time around?
I thought it was fairly diverse. Like you have a mix of maps which are just more kind of long strategic games like Headland and Shifting Sands. A couple maps that feel very cheesy, like In Memoriam and Denrunaway, like in the sense that you can just win out of the opening, like on sometimes. Like you can have a strategy, the opponent can't do much to interact with your strategy, and you just win because you can force the win in that way. So it felt a bit like cheese. And then there are some maps that are kind of in the middle, like Ominous and Gilgamesh. where it feels like, okay, you can get big, well, sizable advantages out of the opening, but it's not like you win the whole game out of the opening. You still have to convert it by playing well. Yeah.
And I guess that's why it's like called ominous, right? It's pretty ominous, the whole map. It's not great, but it's not bad either.
I'm actually kind of curious.
I mean,
We have
there's
a bit of
definitely
time.
some cheese on Ominous, I'd say.
I was just gonna ask. We have a bit of time until the next event. Like, which map would you like to see come back? Because we're probably gonna bring at least one of them back.
Oh, you mean from previous Group of Wars?
This one or earlier ones.
Or oh, this one or early ones. Oh, okay. Let's see. I kind of would like a new map pool, to be honest. Like, not saying that the maps aren't high quality, but it gets stale after a while, repeatedly playing on the same maps. So I would be fine just seeing like all 6 new maps entirely.
Okay, there is a 6-month gap from there until the start of the next Groove of War, so there's definitely some time. Okay, any other questions?
Hmm.
Uh,
What's your
There's one
favorite,
from
favorite
Goose.
commander? That's a hard one though.
Sorry, what's the question?
The most favorite commander by you.
Most favorite commander. Let's
As in
see.
like your favorite, like not the one you
Oh,
favorite.
my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, I just have to say Baldur here, but
Oh,
I'm
of course.
pretty comfortable. I'm comfortable with a range of commanders, including Baldur and some others.
And Vesper, as we've seen.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, nice, awesome, thank you.
Okay. I mean, alright, so I have a couple more, and then if no one else does, we can wrap it up. But what is the most important skill you think for someone who's wanting to get better at the game to learn?
The most important skill is probably reactive play and preemptive play. So, Wargroove is reactive in the sense that units counter other units, right? So you have to react to what your opponent is building in the right way, without overcommitting on the reaction. So when you can react like by committing less than your opponent and shutting down that unit specifically, it's really good for you, and like you can spend that gold somewhere else, like on your own plans. So the easiest example from this set is like when Mastro went for the early knight on the bottom in game 1, and I responded with a spear, and in the end that knight wasn't able to do much. It kind of just got stalled out on that side of the map. Okay, and when I say preemptive play, it's like reacting to what your opponent could possibly do. So you kind of have to think about your opponent's possible builds. So this game, I was like constantly asking myself when are the dragon timings from Mastro and golem timings, and whether he's gonna build, and try to take advantage of it by like attacking early in the window where he's going to not have enough stuff to defend, right? So I was able to do that, and kind of him blowing his groove and me having my groove kind of decided the game, in my opinion. Because after that, he just couldn't really do anything. He was just like playing super conservatively, and I just took control of the center and positioned myself to kill his stronghold. And then he was forced to engage into me, basically. So I was forcing the response. That's another key thing. Like, a lot of the times you can't directly go for something, but you have to force your opponent to react to it in a bad way, and then you can take the profit from their bad reaction.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, good answer.
That's super detailed.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a very good resource, I think, for people to like improve
Absolutely.
in the game
I
as
think
well.
we should like ask this question every Groove of War to see like what different philosophies winners have, I guess. If it's not always the same winner, you know.
Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess with Shu, it was just like, well, just play better.
like shouldn't like elaborate too
Okay,
much.
sure. That's the kind of answer I expect from Shu. So
Like just
Yeah.
win. Like,
Just-
dude,
just-
don't be
just-
bad.
It's like
eat
people
free-
people
eat
make mistakes
fruits.
and I don't.
don't let your opponent play the game. I
uh,
lost because I let my opponent play the game.
actually, to follow up on that question, what did you do specifically to prepare, I guess, for the finals and other matches during this tournament?
Let's see. Well, I definitely did some map preparation. Like I wouldn't go into a game having no idea of what to do. I would always try out certain things by myself first, or in practice sessions with other people, just to see how it played out. Like and basically that was like opening research. So once the game got to kind of like a middle game state, I would stop there and try to evaluate the position. And if I thought it was okay, then I would save that in my mind as like a possible option. Um, and other than that, I didn't really do too much. I mean, I kind of just went into the game with a clear head and was ready to adapt to whatever my opponent did. Fun fact that in game one, the commander front switch on that turn was like totally improvised. I had never done that before, but I saw it at that moment and I thought it looks good. I'm just gonna do it.
Wow.
Oh, so both you and Mastro didn't watch MVAKM's game against Red Jams where he did that.
Oh, whose game against Red Jams?
MVAKM.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool.
And he won.
I thought I was the first one to come up with it, but apparently not.
I swear I've seen an Emmerich player do it.
Well, I mean, I've done it like super early with Emmerich, but I thought it was Emmerich specific.
I guess there's more to Headland than we thought.
Wow. So while we're all talking, I found an 11-hour-long Wargroove video.
Wow.
Oh,
Who's it by?
8BTLP committee. Is the name
It's
of the
not
channel.
someone that we know, right?
No, it's not. So I'm gonna actually put this in Pizza Parlor so you guys can say your opinions. It's really funny. Wargroove long play PC. That's the longest video I've seen of Wargroove ever.
oh, I think it's just
Wow.
a playthrough of the campaign. I
Yeah,
guess.
could but like
Oh,
this has been up the
okay.
past 2 years and I haven't seen it yet. So wow.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
Oh,
that's a fun fact.
Alright. I guess my final question is, how did you feel about the event overall? Like, from like the format and the maps and like the banning rules and like all of that kind of thing.
Let's see. I think it's improved a lot from past events because like I felt the map pool this time was, it was good. There were some like couple of problematic maps, but like that's to be expected because you can't test everything about a map before the tournament. So, but on the scale compared to like previous tournaments, it was much less of a problem this time around. And because the map pool was bigger, firstly, and because they're also higher quality, yeah. So I just felt like most of the maps were very solid maps that were good. And for how the tournament was run, yeah, I think it was run well. Not much to say, I think. Yeah.
So, so like good tournament overall.
Yeah, overall good tournament.
Okay, awesome.
Compared to Groove of War 2 and such.
And one.
I mean, I've played in all the Groove of Wars, so compared to those.
Oh yeah, one more thing. This is more to like Barrett because he mentioned like ideas for old maps to be brought back. Do you remember like Lurkers then?
Lurkers, I do remember.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
like-
Lurkers then.
Maybe
It's
like
that
a
one Rex
river-
map, right? Where you start with a harpy.
I think. Yeah, that's the one. I think like the water one.
Yeah?
No, please. The only damage matrix I didn't learn is Harpy.
I mean, it's like a revert version, right? Like I think it has a potential to be like nice map.
Yeah, I actually like made a newer version of that, but it looks terrible.
Oh.
Like visually, like I think it's fine like functionally as a map, but there's so much like corner beach bridge stuff going on, it just like hurts your eyes to look at.
It's difficult to make.
I
Yeah.
see.
But I guess even if it like looks ugly, so long as it like plays out well, I think it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so just to address someone in chat saying we didn't get a Shu interview. We got a Shu interview for Groove of War 5, I think.
And
Was
that's
it
what he
four?
said. He
for
didn't.
4
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. We interviewed
remember doing
Searing
the
for
4.
6 because Shu didn't have a working microphone at the time.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I
And
see.
now 7.
That's pretty hilarious.
Okay, any last questions before we wrap things up?
All right, who do you think wins the next tournament? I mean, I guess you is the easy
Ooh.
answer, but it's
I
too
mean,
easy.
it starts in
Uh,
like
so-
3 weeks. There is one that's
Wait.
gonna start.
So who's the second person to win aside from yourself?
Other than Shu and yourself.
Do I really have to just pick one? Because I feel like there are multiple viable candidates here.
I'll pick a bunch of people if you want.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, let's see.
Everyone in this call, let's go.
No, okay. Um, I think Saikoya can win if he doesn't blunder early on in the game. Um,
No.
Mastro has the potential to win. I think he showed like a really good showing this time. Like he went all the way through losers finals to grand finals and played really solid games overall with me in both sets. So if I think he has a grasp on the fundamentals, and he gets a bit more experience, he'll be more of a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, he's very strong.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess Shu might win if he doesn't like self-destruct like he did this time. So, other than that, it's hard to say. Yeah. I guess we
Like
could.
Shu takes it seriously, I guess.
Yeah. And I guess the dark horses would be Sneaky, Sedgehun, and is there one more? And Searing. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
There's potential.
There's
Yeah.
potential.
I mean,
There's
I'm looking at the
potential.
bracket, and like Saikoya and Sedgehun were the only people to take games off you this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Although the first one was like an overextension by 0.
Yeah, in game 3 I just like forgot Sedge was a commander that existed, and well,
So yeah, I guess we are the ones you have to look out for, huh?
yeah, you better
Ooh.
look out.
You better look out for, man.
You better not cry.
You better not
Better
cry.
keep track.
I don't think Zero and I have ever met in a tournament.
Oh, that's true. I don't remember playing you this tournament, and not in Groove of War 6. I don't remember further back than that.
Hmm.
Well,
I
maybe you'll
don't
face
think
each other
five either.
in the
Five
next
you
one.
were on different sides of the brackets.
Something very interesting I've seen in like 0 do is like, unlike most players would be, like even if when your like victory is like guaranteed, you don't stop playing as well as you do normally. So like you just keep playing as well as you can, no matter how much you're winning. So like you never go like lighter.
Yeah, like what
Mhm.
like no ballistas in game 3.
Yes,
What's that about?
Yeah, like nothing like that. Like you just keep
Okay.
playing the best moves possible.
Yeah, I guess that's like my Advanced Wars by Web experience showing, because in Advanced Wars by Web, you don't win the game until you actually win the game. So you just like when I'm in the winning state, I just think like, oh, okay, I just have to convert this now, and like go for the actual wins. Like I wouldn't think to start memeing, because it can just get you punished very hard, right? Yeah,
I don't
I
see what
wanna-
you're talking about. That never
it would
happened
feel
to me.
it would feel really bad to lose a game to something like that, because I stopped taking the game seriously and let my opponent back into the game.
Yeah,
After
you have no idea how many times that happened to us. Like Saikoya, myself, Sneaky, like all the other players.
Sneaky usually is more on the other side of it, right?
I don't meme. I don't meme. Not on purpose. I mean by accident.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So like that's a very important thing to like learn. Like don't go lighter. Like don't act like you have won the game until you actually won the game. That's a huge lesson for me, at least from what I can gather from this.
And I have to say, like in Advanced Wars by Web, you can spend like weeks playing a single game because it's asynchronous, like, and turns can be up to like 2 to 3 days between. So if you throw the game, it just feels like you threw away several weeks of your effort.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
so like that's like so deep into you, like you just
yeah,
don't.
I would just feel so terrible. So yeah, I
Okay.
kind of yeah. don't
Okay,
be-
so yeah, that has to be learned because I think that's the key to winning.
I'm definitely not learning that.
Oh, well, I want to learn it, but like I said, I would like after I lost Groove War 4, then I said I would do it next time. Like hard to actually do it, not just say it.
Oh,
I do
actually,
think
oh,
this
sorry.
this Groove of War was like, my opinion is that this Groove of War was the most competitive of all the Groove of Wars.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the
Uh,
standard of play was really high overall, I felt.
Yeah, really curious how 8 is gonna go. Although,
Oh.
wait, no. That means from the top 4, I meet you first because I'm 4th. God damn it.
When are semifinals though? The earliest you would meet.
Yeah, well, that's still early enough to be annoyed by it.
Will I get some insane player again first round, like I always do?
Yeah, I'm
Who'd
gonna
you
get
get this
Sedgehun
time?
first round again. Like,
Who'd you get this time?
I mean, I got Zeston and that was fine, but like then I got Shu, and then I
Oh.
got Zeronix. So I got Shu and
Oh.
Zeronix in like in a row. And I'm like, come on, dude.
No, you got me first, then Shu.
No, like I got Shu first, I think. Yeah,
no,
Shu
Shu
first.
No, it was me first. We met in
Oh,
winners,
no,
and then you
but
went to.
Sedgehun faced Shu in winners before you two met.
Oh yeah, that one.
Wait.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and you beat him. Oh, that's right.
yeah. I managed to beat
Yeah.
him.
Nice.
Sneaky was the one who finished him in the losers.
Yeah, so like I put him down, then Siki like slid the throat basically, like he finished it off. It's the way you could do it. Like imagine it.
Okay, I think we're good to wrap stream.
Okay, that was super fun. I loved every single second of it, and my first commentary ever. So
Yeah, thank
Very
you for joining. This
memorable
has been really good.
yeah, of course, thank you. I loved it. I love it so much. Such a like. It's good for my English accent too, cause like it's hard for me to like speak English perfectly, but it helps a bit.
I mean, you have pretty good English.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
Yeah, definitely.
I played like a bunch of English games, and that kind of just forced me to like learn English. Otherwise, I couldn't compete.
Oh, that's true.
So yeah, I think that's like how most learn English nowadays.
I've had a lot of requests from people in chat to bring you back for more commentary, so we'll make it happen.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you guys. I
Oh.
appreciate that.
Yeah, awesome.
And we're
Thank you, guys.
definitely gonna mix things up in the coming year and try and get more people, more streams that aren't me doing commentary. We're gonna get more people on commentary together, and I mean, the 5 people in this call are all like great commentators. So,
But I can't wait. Like the next year is like maybe okay. So like Wargroove won't come out right, like next year, whatever that is. But like it will be like a huge year in every like a different aspect. Like we might have like the next tournament, bunch of events, and just after such an event, I think there's gonna be like a bunch of science now. So
yeah, I mean, I think there's the potential for the next Groove of War to be the last like Groove of War before
Oh,
more Groove. Like that is a thing to
you
consider.
scared me so much.
Oh,
I was like, no, you didn't just say
That's gonna
that.
be the most important
how
one.
dare you
You didn't just say that. It was gonna be
But
the last
I mean, this
tournament.
the next one could very well be the last like the
What?
current form of Wargroove in like
Okay,
having a
go-
tournament.
Okay, you keep scaring us like
No.
they.
I mean, we don't know what more groove is, so it's a big if.
That's
but
true.
the fact that it's a possibility kind of puts even more pressure, because obviously the last champion is the best one.
Because time wise, the next Groove of War finishes in 8 months roughly from now. And then the one after that would be 14 months from now.
Wow.
So
So like, wait, the next tournament like starts in 8 months from now.
6
No,
months, but
the
it's a
end.
2-month event, so
Yeah.
Oh, so like from June. Okay.
yeah. Well, it starts in
If
July,
more-
but yeah.
Oh, July.
Yeah, you gotta start playing ranked because you're not top 4.
Yeah, Zero can only win by playing top 4. Of course. you can't win a tournament if you don't play ranked, right? Like that's what we see.
Yeah.
Of course, like Zero
Well, I
hasn't
mean,
touched the
you're always
leaderboard.
on top anyway, so I don't think it's gonna be much of a problem for you.
I mean, that's the thing, but like I don't win. Like I win in ranked, but I don't win in tournaments. Like, I need to fix that.
Sneaky, I think you were saying something.
Oh yeah, I just the timing wise, I haven't heard much for unless I missed a Chucklefish announcement. I was under the impression Wargroove would be like more like 24 months or something.
Nobody
We don't
knows.
know.
They've all they've done is
We don't
tease
know.
more. We do have the anniversary event coming up, so
Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
oh, we need to start like thinking of things to do for that. That's probably.
Nobody tell Chucklefish.
I've already told them.
Oh.
I already have a plan as well. I'm gonna be making a. So people were chatting about a Wargroove board game. I'm actually like I already ordered a bunch of cardboard and I've got like spreadsheets and stuff with like ideas in them. So I'm gonna
Ooh,
my
that
plan.
sounds
I'm
fun.
gonna try and build a prototype in time to send it to the Chucklefish
that'd
office.
be awesome.
Oh, great.
That's the
Nice.
play, but we'll see. That's like pretty strict time schedule for me. That's like I've probably got to get it done in like 3 weeks by the latest.
If you need like any like editing help with like softwares or like videos, just ask me and I can help.
Oh, that'd be great. But I'll let people know how that goes as I'm working on it. But still early
I mean,
days.
maybe just like an announcement would be a good gift, right?
Yeah, or maybe they'll just say Wargroove. Oh no, Wargroove again on Twitter and like leave it at that
Oh my god.
And nothing else. Yeah.
and nothing else.
Like the Avengers trailers.
Oh, but right, I'm gonna drop from this call and then I'll wrap up stream. So thank you everybody for joining. Congratulations again, Zero, for winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
Also,
for
this-
watching and congratulations to Zeronix for being champion again.
Thank you all. Yeah.
We'll be back
Thank
with.
you,
I mean,
Very impressive.
there are plenty of replays to cast, so we'll be doing a lot of those early in the next year. So everybody here is welcome to join. But for now, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for joining.
And awesome.
Thank you.
Have a
Yeah.
great Thursday? No, it's Wednesday. Okay.
All right, take
That is
care.
Thursday. All right,
All right,
take care, guys.
everyone.